Welcome to Sonic the Podcast. In each episode, we discuss a different Sonic game, rank all its levels from best to worst, and talk about what we love and what we hate. On our pilot episode, we are talking about Sonic Heroes from 2003. Tell me about your history with Sonic Heroes. When did it start? When did you first play the game?
Oh wow! My earliest memory of playing it was on its birth console, the original Xbox.
But you didn't play when it first came out.
No.
In 2004.
No. Sorry, actually, it's 2003.
Oh, shit. No. I don't think it is.
Whoa,
sorry. I've got the Encyclo-fucking-spedia in front of me right here, and it says 2004,
okay.
not 2003.
Okay, that one I've never quite trusted.
Bingo!
The dates in that book I've always found a little iffy.
I thought it was 2003.
Everyone knows it's 2003. Wikipedia says it's 2003. Sonic News Network says it's 2003. And I don't know about you, but I trust Sonic News Network over most things.
Yeah.
Anyway,
facts.
Anyway.
To be fair, the Japanese release was December 30th, 2003, which is right the fucking end of the year. So okay, fair.
Still.
Okay, whatever. Keep going.
Harsh but fair. No, and I found it very difficult, but I pushed through it. Which it was nice because that was my first introduction to it. Was a proper one, it was authentic.
You actually played it rather than using an emulator, which is what we do now.
Which is what we all do now.
Dolphin, big up Dolphin.
Big up Dolphin.
Big up Dolphin. I think I was the same. Good. I think I played it.
I don't remember how old though.
I think I played it on Xbox first.
Honestly, about 6 years ago, probably. Yeah. Well, we have the disc, so that'll be where we had it.
And
first.
Because I am 10 years your senior, I probably was able to play. I'm pretty sure I played it close to when it actually came out. I remember I played Shadow when on the date that actually came out, 2005. Shadow 2005? Yeah, Shadow 2005. So I probably played Sonic Heroes after I played Shadow, before I played and I my first impression of the game was that I fucking loved it.
Yeah. No, likewise. The main thing that I remember, two things. You mentioned Shadow. That was apart from DX, that was my earliest thing. Actually, with you, that was my earliest memory with you of playing Sonic. Was watching you play Prison Island.
Oh, what a fucking! That's a tough gig to start off.
No, I fucking love
Prison Island's not the way. Okay, look, we're not talking about Shadow. We're talking about.
I know, but because of that, I like Prison. No, sorry. The second thing I was going to say. No, I remember the thing that always stuck out to me the most. Well, two things. One was the fucking alligator chase in Lost Jungle. But the second thing was the gorgeous graphics and the nice colours.
Gorgeous graphics,
popped, even on the old TV
which actually now retrospectively in Xbox, not that great Xbox graphics. Mate, when you dolphin it on 4K though, it's
exactly.
prime.
It's much better.
Okay, so we have a fairly similar. We both played on Xbox and we both fucking loved it. What in terms of overall, having explored and played through nearly every single Sonic game. How, you don't have to give exact, but how does Heroes rank in your order of Sonic games?
Wow. Well, it ticks many of the boxes of things I look for in Sonic games.
I completely agree.
Very much so, and so I would put it very highly. While I wouldn't say it certainly has its faults, however, no, I think for me as a Sonic fan is important to me as a Sonic fan, I feel like that game captures it particularly well in a lot of areas. Yeah,
I completely agree. I think, having researched it and played it quite extensively for this, the one thing that really stood out is that I think it's the perfect example of a modern Sonic game doing what the classic Sonic games did unbelievably well in 3D, specifically with the aesthetics. People obviously have all sorts of opinions about the team mechanics and how that is very different, and the pacing of the levels, etc., etc. Yeah, to be honest, fuck them. But I think the way it looks is such a successful transformation of the Sonic aesthetics into 3D.
Back that. completely. Especially with like Sonic 3 and Sonic 2, which lean into it. Especially Sonic 2, actually. No, it's the to build on what you said. No, it is the perfect evolution of the combination of Sonic 2's sort of bright cartoon style with Sonic 3's more realistic, but also still bright. That nice palette.
Yes.
It's combined it and put it in 3D, which is why it has that appeal.
Exactly, and I think that comes through in the environments that are chosen in each level.
Yes,
all of them are so distinctly Sonic. You've got the seaside, you've got the casino shit, you've got the city, you've got the jungle, the fucking Halloween crap, and then you've got obviously King Egg Fleet.
Fuck yeah. I'm pleased that you've come round on that. It's the best. No, yeah.
And they're all like, they're safe bets. They're distinctly Sonic. Like all of those themes, all of those visual themes appear in the the classic Sonic games, but I think they're just done so well. I think the aesthetics are just mastered.
Yes. What they also do is what you said. Well, you said distinctly Sonic. They're also just all very distinct. And what has been up to that point in 3D ones, pretty much, mainstream 3D ones, pretty much. The levels of I don't know. They've blurred a bit together. Like you've had sort of the ones in Station Square or Speed Highway, different versions as Knuckles as Sonic. It's all sort of. It all blurs into sort of a more of a thematic style, which is there's nothing wrong with that at all. But that's not what the classics did at all, and that's what Heroes does. So especially SA2, with like sort of Mission Street and all that, City Escape. It's fine, but it all blurs together. Heroes is every zone is very distinct, nothing like the last, which is like the classics, which is just great. Yeah,
I completely agree. Okay, before we should move on because we're going to talk about all the levels in more detail. I've got one more question to ask you, which you can refine potentially as we go. Favorite team?
Ooh, that's good. Look,
it's a tough call. I think about this quite hard.
I would say I get the most out of Team Dark.
Ooh, bro's gone dark.
Yeah,
it's because of Omega.
No, it's because of Rouge. No, honestly, Omega is the tipping point, because otherwise I would have said Sonic. But I love playing as Omega, and I love using his power, which Knuckles hasn't quite got. Knuckles and Vector suffer from that, but Omega, the guy, to quote Ian Flynn, is a walking arsenal, and you feel it as you play as him.
He's a tank. He's an absolute unit.
Fantastic. So that's what mine. What's yours? Who's yours? Rose. Classic.
It is difficult. I honestly think it varies. It's varied for me on each playthrough. I think I have to go Chaotix for the intrigue of. I just love the fact that they're in it, especially having played Knuckles and understanding the background. The creative decision to bring back those characters is fucking elite. It's such a king move,
isn't it?
And I actually think it's the one. I think probably as we can get onto this, but I think one of the weakest points of the game is obviously the relentless repetition, which is a major issue and does seriously hinder the playing experience. We can't ignore that.
Fuck yeah!
And I actually think Team Chaotix are a good antidote to that, because their levels do considerably vary the gameplay and encourage exploration, which obviously we both really love in Sonic games, which is great. So I think as much as I like Dark and I think their levels are epic, I would say. Yeah, I think my favourite's Chaotix.
Yeah, nice. Fair.
Yeah, it's harsh, but fair. It's actually not harsh. It's just fair.
Harsh
there's literally nothing harsh. It's harsh on Rose.
Yeah, but I mean, come on.
Fuck Rose.
Should be.
Fuck Rose, yeah. Okay, right. Next thing we're going to do is ask each other quiz questions.
Hell yeah. Okay.
To test our knowledge on this game. So we're going to do, and then we're going to see who gets. How many have you got?
Here. I got 3.
Oh, I've got 4.
Oh, you bitch.
Yeah. Okay. I'll pick the best 3, and then I'll give you the 4th one as a bonus.
Yeah, go on.
And then we'll make a competition to see who wins. Okay, I'm going to go first. Ready?
Oh, fuck. All
Brace.
Right,
okay. Okay. So.
Wait for that.
Perfect as always.
Okay, shut up.
Right. In the Egg Fleet, how many types of ship
Yeah.
are we
so
working with?
It's funny you asked me that. Half an hour ago, I was playing it. Trying and failing to get fucking Team Dark's A rank in the second mission, which is such a.
Of course you didn't get it.
Really hard. I got a C.
That's shit.
Don't worry. I'll be trying again later.
Nice.
But no. Well, so I would have said to you too, because there's the red one and there's the massive blue one that the sawfish thing.
Yeah,
but
its legal name is the Sawfish Battleship. So I'll give you. You've got one, which is dope.
Okay, fucking hell. Okay, so shark, red shark. You know what I mean? The smaller one.
I do know what you mean.
The one that the metal overlord hurls at you.
Yeah, I do know. So that's called a Mako gunship. So I'll give you that. So you've got Mako gunship and Mako bit. They're all fine. It's so fucking good. It's so fucking good. What a fucking guy to name them after sharks. It's such King Eggman maneuvers. That
stuff like that gives you an insight into the brain behind the egg, the yolk of the egg, if you will, yes. which we just love to see. Yeah. And it's honestly quite rare.
Yeah.
And you look for it in his designs, and that is a prime example.
100%.
Which is, I mean, what a. Back in the fact that he is a creative genius.
He is a creative genius.
Other ones, the manta ray, which is not sadly envisioned in 3. No, well, okay. Oh no, I've just thought of 2 more. Okay, there is the Final Fortress flagship.
Nice.
Which is so cold.
Yeah, whale shark design.
Whale shark.
Yeah, for anyone who didn't get that.
Off.
Fucking whale
That's
shark.
So big.
So good.
The manta ray one, which you only see in the distance.
Nice. Yes.
I've always
good knowledge. You don't board it. It's the only one you don't board.
I know, it's a weak little 2D picture, which looks great from the skies.
Yeah.
And there's another one which I barely saw, but I did notice, and it's blue. I don't know. I couldn't tell what it looked like.
Are you sure?
I think so. It had a lot of cannons on it. Yeah. It was. I'd never noticed it. I didn't get a proper look at it, so it may be another one.
So are you saying 4 or 5?
I mean, I'm saying 4 because I reckon I was wrong, and I caught it at the glimpse of my eyes. I was rushing to meet that time limit.
Okay, cool. I'll give you 4. The answer is 4. I think it's 4. We've got Mako gunship, Sawfish Battleship, Manta Ray ship, fucking insane, massive, and of course Final Fortress. So that's good. Nice.
I love how there's only one Manta Ray ship. Yeah, that's great.
Yeah. Anyone you don't board, God knows.
Yeah. It's cold.
Yeah.
Yeah. Nice.
Cool.
Okay. My first question for you. Is. Just a simple knowledge one, and it just depends how keen you are on your energy saving attitude. What is Hexa Eco's slogan?
Oh mate, I fucking know this. It's
pretty simple, but it's very effective.
It's literally it is. I think it's just clean energy, clean power.
Oh. So close, mix them round.
Clean power, clean energy. You fucking give me that point. I'll take that fucking point.
Yes, you get the point.
Nice. I am obsessed with fucking Hexa Eco. I think it is so good. I love Hexa Eco.
I mean, what?
So interesting.
Oh, just wait until you hear what I have to say about power plant.
Nice. Yeah, fucking great. Huge. Good. Okay, my question for you.
What's your question?
Name. So you know how there are 5 animal kingdoms, like in kind of layman terms, yeah?
Yeah, go on.
So obviously there aren't any fish, as far as I know. But name a real animal that appears in each of the other 4 animal kingdoms.
Just remind me what the fuck those kingdoms are.
So reptile, amphibian, bird, mammal.
Is there a robot kingdom?
No, mate. Nice though. Nice.
No! Not yet.
Metal Sonic has finally transformed!
No, it's this one.
Yeah,
shut the fuck up.
Not the whole fucking thing.
The fuck up, mate.
Okay,
tell me then. I told you, reptile, amphibian, bird, mammal.
Yeah, okay, right. Well, okay. Reptile, amphibian, bird. Okay, turtle.
Nice.
That's for amphibian, right?
Yeah. No, mate.
No,
reptile.
Yeah.
Fucking idiot.
Yeah, I get it mixed up. Frogs for reptiles.
Good. No, birds. Amphibian. Frog is a fucking amphibian.
Sorry, alligator for reptile. My bad.
Fine. Turtle, or alligator, I'll take a reptile. Frog for amphibian. Next.
Okay. Insects is one, right?
Yeah, but
butterflies, mate. Come on.
Okay, I'll give you that. Fine, I'll give you that.
Okay. The birds. I don't know. The seagull.
Yeah.
The large bird.
Yeah, I'll give you seagull.
In Ocean Palace.
That's it. You got it. The one I was the other. You could have gone mammal. Any idea what the mammal is?
Mammal. Oh yeah. Mammal would be. Bear with. Oh man, what would be?
I'm going to tell you because you're not going to get it.
Yeah, go on.
Orca.
Fuck. Of course.
Quite interesting.
Yeah,
But yeah,
fair.
Orca.
Huge.
Okay, next. Yours?
Okay. So Heroes marks the return of the Tornado 2. And what is the main difference about the Tornado 2 in this game?
Fuck.
Because there is something noticeable on it that is changed from when you last saw it. So cool. I mean, there are two things, but the second one,
it only appears in the cutscene.
Yeah, which is just so cool. It's fantastic.
When he's fucking flying, yeah.
It's not something you notice. I only saw it because it was highlighted to me.
And what's interesting is when it's flying in the opening cutscene, it's in like battle mode, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. Which is quite interesting.
Fuck. Is it the logo that's on the tail?
No. I don't know.
Is it the propeller? No propeller.
No, not that.
Oh, don't know. What is it?
Okay, well, there's two things. But the main thing I had in mind was there is no Chaos Emerald on the front, which he previously needed to power it, and now doesn't.
Yeah.
So he's perfected that. The second thing is that apparently, well, Tails and Knuckles are in the plane.
Yeah.
And there was previously no backseat as seen from Sonic standing in the back of it in SA1.
Yeah.
So
Okay,
he's added a backseat.
No, that's decent. That's a fucking hard question.
Yeah,
but
I know,
fair.
I also wouldn't get that. But
all right, I've got my one for you. So I don't get that point. See if you get this. Which level is the only level, I found this fascinating, where all teams start at exactly the same point? Do you fucking know it?
Mystic Mansion.
Okay. The guy got it.
That level has plenty of interesting things.
Yeah.
My question after this is, my third question is, which is the only stage to have a segregated music track?
Mystic Mansion.
Yeah, there you go.
Of course. Nice.
Isn't that just so cool?
It is. It's fascinating. We will talk about that,
brilliant.
obviously. I've got my bonus one for you is what part, it's a bit of a shit question, what part of the gameplay allows you to fire a projectile at an enemy?
I do know this. Because I did it recently and I was playing, and it surprised me. It's the ring, isn't it? It's the like dummy ring.
Kind of. There's one where it's like a direct projectile. You're on the right track. But like, it's just funny that this is a projectile.
Is it Charmy's like sting or something?
No, it's not Charmy, but right, like nearly.
Cheese.
Yes.
Yeah.
You can fucking shoot cheese.
I know. He's so small. Sorry. They're so small.
Yeah, mate, come on. Let's not gender it. Let's not gender it.
My bad. I recently found out that a fucking Chocola was a they them. I had to fix everything.
I think all Cheo are basically
they are.
non-binary now.
Yeah.
You can't really assign them a gender.
No.
Fuck. Nice. Okay.
Yeah.
Good
Cool.
shit. Right. Now what we're going to do is the guy is going to read us the story. We're going to give us because it's important we discuss the story. We need to know.
First things, no. Outline the whole.
We need to learn a little bit about what we're working with. So why don't you give us a rundown of what is the game is all about?
Sure. Happily. Okay. So. Okay. Sonic Heroes follows 12 characters across 4 teams as they all follow individual campaigns before joining up for the final chapter. Team Sonic opens with Sonic, Tails, and Knuckles receiving a mysterious note from Dr. Eggman, challenging them to stop his ultimate weapon, which he plans to unleash in 3 days. Accepting this challenge, they set out across the stages, taking down badniks and bases until they reach his Egg Fleet, where they deliver a crippling blow to the Eggman Empire, closing their story. Very cold. Having obtained a clue as to the whereabouts of their missing friends, Team Rose grouped together to locate Sonic, Froggy, and Chocola, Cheese's twin brother. Amy acquired
I thought we weren't gendering the Cheo, mate.
Well, that's that. Sorry.
Fucking reel it in.
Cheese's gender-neutral sibling.
Yeah.
Amy acquired a scrap of newspaper showing the 3 on the run, serving as their only clue. They set out to find them and eventually succeed, finding Froggy and Chocola appearing from an unusual silver puddle. Amy spots Sonic and gives chase. Team Dark Story follows Rouge on the hunt for Eggman's secret treasure, which turns out to be Shadow in a stasis pod. Alerted by her presence, E123 Omega is activated and a violent scuffle begins. Yeah, nice. The three settle and realize they share a common goal, finding Eggman. Shadow, having lost his memory, wishes to learn who he is. Omega pursues the total annihilation of Eggman and all his forces for wasting his limitless potential by locking him in a room as a mere guard robot.
Fucking nuts.
It's massive. And then Rouge simply wants treasure, as always. Yeah. This alliance takes them across the levels where they eventually end up in an Eggman facility where Rouge encounters a room filled with Shadow clones and expresses her concerns to Omega, who reminds her that the original must exist somewhere. The fourth campaign follows Team Chaotix, three detectives who have not been seen since 1995. Vector, Espio, and Charmy are hired by a mysterious client who communicates with them via radio. Once their missions are complete, they arrive at the holding cell of their client, who was in fact Dr. Eggman all along. Mm-hmm. In the final story, Eggman explains why he hired the Chaotix. Neo Metal Sonic has usurped Eggman and taken control of his entire empire. Having absorbed Chaos data from Froggy and Dracola, copied Ultimate Lifeform data from Shadow, and obtained bio data from Sonic, he transforms into the all-powerful Metal Overlord. A massive fight ensues between all 12 heroes, ending in an epic battle where the heroes are victorious and Metal Sonic is reduced back to his normal robot self. The teams go their separate ways and peace is restored to the world.
Beautiful. Nice.
Huge.
Nicely put. Ops on the story.
Fucking great. Really, really strong. And simple, but you can really read into a lot of things. Simple on the surface.
I think it is. I think there are weaker... I think if you think about some of the stories too much, it's kind of complete shit.
Mainly Team Rose.
Team Rose's makes literally no sense. What is it? She fucking sees a newspaper. Like, what? There's so many bizarre non sequiturs in it.
Cream's like, please be careful with our only clue, which implies it's been a long-term investigation. Why can't she just find Sonic? He's not that hard to find.
There's just so much that just makes no sense. I think they were just sort of reaching for it. The Chaotix one... Not to suck Chaotix off, is fucking great. Like, it just makes complete sense. The twist is huge, and it feeds most directly into the final story, which is like the kind of super structured narrative to the whole thing.
So who was it?
Team Sonics is boring. It's fine. It's just it doesn't need to be great. It's just fine. It's just simple. It's fine. And Team Darks is fine.
Sorry, Team Darks is great.
Yeah, no, okay, but. The shadow shit makes no sense. We don't need. It's boring to talk about it because it just kind of makes no sense. If you're following on from SA2, it makes no sense. They don't. Is he the real one or not?
Yes, he is real.
I think he is real. Why? Tell me why you think he's real. I'll tell you why I think he's real.
Sorry. Well, I have proof, and I have multiple. Things.
Egg Albatross cutscene.
That's not what I was going to cite. What I was going to cite, actually, is two things. One, which we don't know at the time of this game, but is confirmed later on, which is a beautiful and weirdly hidden dialogue segment from Eggman in the final boss against Devil Doom, where he confirms it, which is great.
Yeah, but that is good.
Going from the game itself, when it came out, we didn't know. There's a highly suggestive comment from Shadow where, right afterwards, where he says, she says, I guess I'll go look for that Master Emerald again. He says some things never change, implying that he knows about this already.
Yeah, but that's one of the inconsistencies in the dialogue. Is it's multiple times implied that he has some kind of chronic amnesia and can't remember anything. But then he says lots of things which suggest he does remember everything, like the space comment. Space? Did you say space?
Did you say space?
Fuck off.
Fuck. Chill.
Shut up, mate. What are you even talking about? But it's like, okay, if you look past all of the insane inconsistency, I mean, to be honest, a lot of the dialogue is appalling. It is just appalling, but it's fine because I think...
Blame on the translation.
Yeah, you can. I think what carries it, I think the Metal Sonic story is fucking great. And I think it's intrigue that creates and the way it's trickled through all four story that had when I was young and I played it, that used to fascinate me.
No, same. And you know what made that so good is this fucking song.
Yeah, I was literally I was just looking for it. What's it called?
Disquieting Shadow.
Yeah.
It's so effective.
Yeah,
very, very intriguing.
Yeah, it's fucking
menacing.
Great.
This bit.
Ding ding ding.
Oh, chills. It's cold.
I think actually that piece of music is brilliant because it casts because so far up until that point that plays Egg Albatross when he's like Ultimate Lifeform. Up until that point the whole game's been like completely happy-go-lucky, chill, very very blah blah blah.
Yes,
just upbeat and like we're storming through these levels, and then that plays and it casts this whole shadow of darkness and mystery and intrigue, menace and threat, real threat over the whole thing, which I think
unknown
is just
as well, which makes it even better.
Fucking great. And also the guy's design, like when you finally find out what the biggest crime this game commits is we don't see enough of Neo Metal Sonic in his normal state.
I want to see the guy.
Yeah.
I was looking at his page earlier today, and they've replaced the weird cutout of him with his speed sim render, which is just pathetic.
Yes,
He looks shit in that.
It's fucking cool that he's in speed sim, but it is shit.
Cool.
Yeah, it is
And
shit.
Jamel, love that. But yeah,
that's cool. Yeah,
I've enjoyed that today. But no, I know. You know what else is fucking great about the Chaotix storyline, which got me so excited when I realised this. Just think about it. They've not been seen since '95. Yeah, so they're just out there doing their own shit.
Yeah.
Eggman, who is in serious trouble with Metal Sonic, who's taken his empire, decides and thinks back of people he knows and thinks of them and contacts them, brings them back for that cool. Purpose. That's just really, so good. It's a testament cool. to their
renowned.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's fucking cool.
Their ability as detectives.
That is really, really cool. It's also just a good. It's just
it's a great way to bring them back.
It is. It's a solid way to bring them back. That isn't just out of nowhere. Yeah. How cool would a what are they called? The Hooligans team. Bean, Bill Bark, and
that'd be massive. I know.
Fang. That would have been fucking great. But
how would they get them in? But yes,
no idea.
Very cool if they did.
Yeah, fucking great.
Yeah.
I actually love the story. I know it's simple. I know it's flawed. And I know it's you can poke holes in it like endlessly, but actually flies me through the game quite happily.
Always, I know it's a massive.
And there are little actually. What's a really nice thing about this game is that there aren't actually that many moments where you get real story elements, but there are some of the small moments in those cutscenes are so potent and interesting that it gives you a lot. Such as, obviously, the one I'm going to reference is the best moment when the guys pick up little baby Metal Sonic at the end. Has such like massive implications and unsaid implications. Why are they picking that up? Like, what does that mean? And
it's just so good.
A lot of the chaotic stuff. There's just lots of little moments that you can pitch into which really add to their characters and give you stuff to latch onto, which pulls you through the whole narrative. That I think is just fucking great. I think a shame is how. I don't know. Normally, the main guy is always good. I actually think his depiction in this game, Sonic, might be one of the worst. He comes across like the biggest fucking idiot. He's so like over the top, unrealistic, trigger happy. His voice acting is just bizarre. He just comes across like a complete moron. If you contrast him to how he is in Adventure.
Yeah,
and Adventure 2, to be honest, he's just vacuous and stupid and kind of like cluelessly optimistic about everything.
Say you could put as a criticism to the game because it doesn't give him much room to be more like that. But I don't know, that could also work with the sort of classic thing again of just returning to just a sort of attitude rather than an actual personality,
maybe. And I guess the game is all about teams as well, isn't it? So it's
rather than the individual.
Yeah. So
also on that, and I guess I'll say this and then we should get into the levels.
Yeah, okay.
But this I like this point a lot, and I'm not really sure how else to bring it. And it's really interesting. And reflects on how Sonic acts, which he would not, he should because I'll get to it. He basically, Metal Sonic's motivation is that I looked this up. He quotes and he says he said I was in the fight. He says I was created with the sole purpose to defeat Sonic. It never worked, so I transformed myself with my own hands and took over the Empire, basically. His entire motivation for taking over the Eggman Empire and roboticizing everything is all to beat Sonic and defeat him, which is a fucking huge threat across the thing. And it is made known to him, but Sonic doesn't care and just carries on with power teamwork, which is fine. But it's a terrifying threat, especially since Eggman is made helpless. Eggman in this game is utterly powerless.
He's totally useless.
Powerless,
he's completely and utterly useless.
And then it has to rely on the heroes.
All he has to say is
Metal Sonic has finally transformed.
And listen to how fucking desperate he sounds in that.
I know, he's screaming.
All that happens to that guy is he gets beaten the fucking shit out of by a mega bee. He gets destroyed.
It's rough. It's rough.
The horrible fucking cutscene when he gets beaten the shit out of.
brutal. It's so loud.
The sound
also,
effect.
the shadow. It's also not shown. It's so violent you can't see it.
It's so menacing.
I know, it's very intense.
The sound effects of when he's getting absolutely annihilated.
Hard punches and like hits from that massive stinger, which is the same size as his nose.
You'd be dead. I mean, there's just no way. I mean, he's survived so much fucking shit, been thrown into the atmosphere and stuff so much. But...
by a water god. Yeah. Got launched. Yeah. No, I know. It's huge.
It is huge. Did I want to say anything else before we move on to these? Oh, I guess
I'm just checking.
I have one, like, no, I can bring that in later. I think let's just go through. Let's start going through the levels, and then I'll talk. So,
okay. Wait, there are 15 levels, right? 15.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and 12. Yeah, including Seagate. Yeah, which
yes,
we will be including.
Yes, we will.
Okay. Right. The way we're going to do this is we're just going to say we're going to go bottom to top, worst to best, justify, discuss, debate. I'll go first, then you go first, then we'll chat. All right?
Yeah.
I don't know about the way you did it. I found it useful to rank each level and then kind of justify in my head, and then use. So I broke it into categories like aesthetic, environment, music, whether it's fun, enemies, intrigue, blah blah blah, and then I gave it a score. Did you just go off instinct?
No, I would just be like, okay, I prefer this over this. I prefer this.
Yeah, okay. I kind of ended up doing that at the end, but it was helpful to give it a structure in the first place.
Yeah, fair.
I'm happy with this list. It was some were quite hard.
Yeah,
pause.
I know,
but it was.
That's not a pause. Some were close.
Some were close. Yeah, so I edged on some quite hard. So my number 15.
Yeah.
It's harsh, but fair. It's got to be Seagate. I mean, I've just got to get out of the way.
Yeah. You know what? Me too.
Yeah, the guy did it too. Yeah. My reasons for it's fine. It does the trick. I like the yellow flowers. You know, yellow flowers. Kind of like the yellow flowers. I also like how it ends in Seaside Hill.
The ending is beautiful.
Yeah, it is,
and it's the perfect way to end.
Let us just say now the ending of levels in this game.
This is something I've written on in so many.
Is fucking fantastic.
No Sonic game has
better endings.
There's a couple in Unleashed that are close. However, Heroes' endings are always massive.
They're so good.
So dramatic.
They're so good.
Great.
Yeah,
and they're great.
And
Seagate sets off that precedent. It's small, it's subtle, but it's perfect. You leave a canyon and you come out into the nice open.
The designers have made an effort to fucking take you through the level and give you a big ending.
That's a lot. That adds to the story.
Which is just
very, very happy ending.
Which is just fucking great. And they even do it in Seagate, which I really appreciate. And it leads nicely on to the next level, which is really cool.
It does.
So
it's
props to that, but it's just, you just can't really rank it higher.
No, you can't, because every other level is better than that. And yes, it's meant to be true. It's meant to be quiet. And I'd say, honestly, we could talk about this at some point. Tutorials go, it's one of if not the best one.
Yeah, I agree. Actually, I think it's great. It's fucking solid.
It's distinct. It's
I also
unique,
like Omo Chow. Fine. Doing the shit well. I like that.
It's annoying that it stops and you have to wait for.
That is annoying.
Fine. You can skip it.
I'm pretty sure you can skip that.
No, you can. But no matter what happens, you will still stop.
Yes, that's true. It considerably slows down if you want to just fucking get through it. But then you don't necessarily have. You can skip it. I think it gives you the option.
Fine.
It's fine. It is fine.
The a geographic highlight that I noticed was no other time do you see a sort of canopy in the Seaside Hill area apart from the end of the canyon. You get these nice little thin beams of light coming out the top, which is just a unique feature that's only in Seagate, which I just love.
That's nice. That is great. Nice. Yeah, I appreciate that. And it's also good. It's only in Team Rose, which is actually kind of weird because you can do it as Team Sonic. Yeah, but you don't have to. Story-wise, it's only in Rose.
I like that. I like that.
It's cool.
Both have the same mission, same goal. But
yeah, they do.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, let's just move on because I think I don't hate on Seagate. It's fine.
No, not at all.
It's just
comparison to
it has to go there.
Basically, coming up, it has to go there. Yeah.
Okay. So my worst of the regular levels, and I actually think this is not a great level. Probably.
Yeah, I'm so curious.
It doesn't
the same as mine.
Fuck me off. I don't hate it as much as I hate other levels in other Sonic games that I really think are shit. But it isn't. it has problems and it's repetitive and kind of boring. I'm gonna go.
Bro, it's edging. Just say it.
It's Rail Canyon.
Whoa. Okay.
It's Rail Canyon. I've never liked it that much. I always it's a low dip for me in the flow of the game. There are things I do like, but also fuck the music. I don't like
Music's
the music.
wank.
I'm just gonna do a little sample here.
It is relentless, which works for what it is, but it's a bit much.
I guess it's quite cool.
You know
like,
what?
Drum,
you know what I
beat,
like?
drum.
It's very Shadow. It's very Iron Jungle-esque, which has a nice sound to it. However, it's just a bit too much.
It's
not,
loud
compared to
and
what it's
repetitive.
Against. It's
like
not standout.
The level. Yeah.
Exactly.
Where are you?
Interesting. Well, so my 14th place is not Rail Canyon, but Rail Canyon is one above it, so it's also low down.
Okay.
My 14th place is Casino Park.
No way. The fucking guy did Casino Park's not that near Rail Canyon for me. Interesting. Why have you done that?
I don't enjoy playing it, and there are.
I think a lot of people are going to be with you, to be honest.
Yeah, thanks, guys. It's just a mess, and well, I can criticize. Look, there is a lot in it I can compliment. There's also a lot I'm criticizing it. The main issue is the fucking pinball tables, which you can honestly be stuck on for so long. And if it wasn't for the quick save thing I've got, and if you're playing it on an old Xbox thing, which I have, it's too random.
Yeah.
And I mean, look, I've never played pinball, but and apparently a lot of it is shaking the table and making it actually do it. But still, it's just there's too much of it. Bingo Highway fixes a lot of what Casino Park does wrong, which is why it's higher up for me. However, there's that also. Having studied these levels, the effort they put in to the background and building up the world of the levels is always great. I mean, like in Rail Canyon, there's big rocks everywhere, so it feels like you're in a canyon or in a proper rocky place. Casino Park, if you look, doesn't actually have many sort of buildings around it or many walls. They're all big and bright, so you're distracted. But it just, I don't know if it. Although I do love the skybox, but there's a lot in it that I like as well.
I've actually ranked Casino Park a little bit high. So it's interesting you mentioned the skybox, because I fucking love it.
No, me too. And I like how the files, it's actually sort of one image but duplicated, so that the bottom thing is a round roulette wheel.
Yes, which is cool.
Great.
That's interesting and
genius.
really cool. There are certain. I agree. The pinball sections are shit. They're boring.
But there's so many.
But
it's a dominant part.
I love the vibrancy of that stage.
Too.
I think it's so bright, and actually there are parts of it where you on the pinball, the sort of fucking, I don't know what they're called, the like ball ramps that you go down, you go in between some of the buildings, and they're not particularly detailed, but I don't know. There were a couple of moments where I was playing it where you kind of stop and look to the left or right, and you're like next to a massive multi-story building with glowing
like
windows.
A sign, I know,
and it's just cool. I just like it a lot.
Look, yes, I agree, but again, and I repeat this, Bingo Highway does all that better.
Agreed.
Which is why I think that, because obviously every level has a fantastic aesthetic and great environment.
Of course,
Casino Park is the fire and ice thing is just so good. You know
boom.
But no, as in Casino Park has fire signs, neon, everything's red and orange.
Agreed.
Big Highways, it's all ice. I'd love that. But
the thing that fucking. So I guess the equivalent for the pinballs, which obviously has had the same effect to you, is grinding. The fucking grinding.
There's a minute. It's a minute and 13 seconds long. And the
games. I don't know why they decided to make a whole level about this when the way that you grind in that game is just not very good.
Fact.
It's kind of better than SAT, which is awful.
It's shit, yeah.
But the way it's just shit. It's boring. It's slow. It's not interesting enough. And yeah, interestingly, you might have read this as well. This level holds a Sonic world record. Did you know that?
No,
for the most grind rails ever.
Wow.
Ever. Quite interesting. Things I will say just now that I love, so I don't hate it all.
Fucking well done.
Yes, well done, Rail
Nice.
Canyon. Most fucking grind rail. Quite a shit reward.
Who the fuck checked that?
I don't know. I don't know what metric. Is that like per meters or just number
What is
of
that?
rail?
Wow.
Apparently, I wish I could remember. I'll look at what I talked, but there was like a comparison. I found this on Sonic.
It's fucking wild.
Oh, so funny. Yeah, hang on. What was the comparison to? This stage has the most scrolls, although Final Rush from Sonic Adventure 2 is a close second.
Oh, I bet it is.
yeah.
I fucking bet it is. There's loads in that one.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, fair.
Things I do
Still
love though,
interesting.
the
Yeah, carry on.
Badniks.
Badnik?
Love the
Why?
rhinos, the rhino bots.
Sorry, you mean Rhino Liner.
Sorry, Rhino Line. I was
How cool is it that
literally
they
about
are
to
a
correct myself. Rhino Liner.
locomotive version of the Rhino tanks from DX? It's awesome.
It's fucking cool. That's
great.
great. No
Love
problems
that.
with that. Love
He
it.
liked the design. He brought it back. Fair.
Yeah, fair. And I also love the trains, which are introduced for the first time.
Armored
at that level.
trains. They
The
go hard.
the
They're
armored
so
trains do
iconic,
go
and
hard.
they're so interesting.
They are. They have a
like
TARDIS
the face.
interior that makes no sense, where they're fucking massive inside. But you don't see that until Bullet Station. Yeah, love their face, love the aggression. Great.
They're quite terrifying.
They are.
They're
genuinely
relentless.
menacing.
They're hard and relentless. Yeah,
They are. They're genuinely one of Eggman's better train bots, I think.
yeah, facts. Step up from Marv, you could say.
I don't know. I
Look, Marv's iconic, but he's only one man, and he was taken down pretty quick.
Yeah, he's not particularly
Whereas
robust.
Armored Trains
but he's iconic.
Unbreakable.
And also, the background is cool. I'm just not.
I love the sky.
Yeah,
it's a
I do.
gorgeous
I love the
purple
sky,
evening.
and I love that you can
It's
see
stunning
Bullet.
in the big canyon.
You can kind of see
that
Bullet
does a lot
Station,
for me, which is why I didn't put it last. However,
to
it
be
is
honest,
second last for me, apart from Seagate. So I agree with pretty much everything you said, which is why fair. But I just Casino Park bugs me just that much more.
To be honest, I'm just yes, it's a personal choice, but I'm not a massive fan of this type of environment in Sonic games. The only
Western
one that
Cowboy.
actually comes to mind, Western Cowboy. It's just never. The Rivals 2
I
has
agree.
a
Rivals 2
level
one's a bit
with
shit.
a-
Frontier, yeah. I'm not a fan of that
It's
one.
just
Frontier
never. It
Canyon.
never
However,
really does it.
come
for
on,
me.
mate. Mirage Saloon. Come on.
Yeah, but that's done. That's done so
That's
well. There's
very
no
different. It's a
greenery.
lot more
There's
colourful,
no
though.
in this
True,
in
fair.
Rail Canyon. But yeah,
No, it's
that-
quite flat. I
That's,
agree.
That's right. I think to me, Rail Canyon weakest level,
Yep, interesting. Fair.
and you're on Casino Park.
Fair.
Which
I'm
is,
on Casino Park.
Yeah, the Casino Park's not that far away, although there are 2 levels in between that for me, which you
Interesting.
might contest. What
Interesting.
is your number 13?
Well, it's Rail Canyon.
So you went Rail Canyon, okay, which
Yeah,
we've
so right
we've
after Casino Park
discussed.
is Rail Canyon. What's yours?
Seaside Hill.
Wow, mate. Wow. Interesting.
Yeah.
My Seaside Hill is nowhere near yours.
That is interesting. So my justification for that, it's
Yeah,
look,
do
I'll
justify.
say standard Sonic fare done well. Happy, safe start. Good, fine. Level design is fine. Decent aesthetic. Ending's great. Bobsled keeps us interesting. The island design is charming. It's fine. But that's it. It's just fine. I really tried to find things about it that I liked. I really tried, but I just
didn't try hard enough.
I just can't. I just want to get it done. I love finding the
very
hermit
interesting.
crabs
Very
with
interesting.
Chaotix. Big
Yeah.
fan of that. But there's not, compared to some of the other levels, which have really interesting world building elements that are built into it, vis-a-vis Hexa Eco, Ocean Palace, blah blah blah, the frogs. There's just not a lot going on in Seaside Hill. It's kind of just, it's good. It's a good opener, but it's kind of just continues on from Seagate in a fairly similar vein. I enjoy it more than Rail Canyon because I enjoy playing it. It has good speed sections. It has a couple of multi routes that are cool. The beach area near the middle is great.
That's great.
You can the speed type. You can kind of bounce around the spring. That's all good, but I just not a lot that I can really point out as outstanding.
Very interesting. I can see how you'd say that, and I think my
But you
opinion is
disagree.
a lot of that is down to personal preference. But I disagree. I think you said it's a standard start. I think it deviates from the sort of standard start, or at least in perspective of the entire series, I'd say it deviates because, well, especially but I mean specifically with the Green Hill aesthetic, because that's there so many times.
Yeah.
And I think it does. I think it.
But it's just Green Hill by the sea. It's just
no. Yes, but it doesn't feel like it, and it does, but barely. And that's why that's why it doesn't matter that it's part of it. But it's nice. It's nice that it still is. I think this. I don't know. I find it to be a very, very pleasant opening, and I'm happy to play it again and again and again. There's a lot of speed. And there's a good balance of fly and power movements, but the main part is speed. And that's what you want at the start of a Sonic game to kick you into it. It's got a lot of pace. The music is so good. We've heard it 100 times.
Music is
it's a very good song.
Yeah,
it carries the music. Well.
You're right.
I also like you cite the Ocean Palace architecture, which obviously Ocean Palace is standing for that, and I have that much higher up. But I like what Seaside Hill does is it sort of teases it and it shows bits. It doesn't show you the whole thing, but it shows you parts of it, and that, as a sort of near the end, only in the second half, which is intriguing. So I like how they've done that, and I also like the attention to detail. I think the environment is. You said a lot of them are a lot more than ones are more detailed. I think Seaside Hill has a lot of great details because I mean, yes, obviously Hexeco is good, but that's in a city, so the city lends itself more. That environment lends itself more to that kind of thing. It's just a beach, but I think what they do with it's great. They have the sort of those weird stacks that have the plant the foliage on top, which is in the beach section you mentioned. You can walk around in the beach. There's nice palm trees. That I like the sort of height difference. There's a lot on mountains and rocks goes down to the beach level. Then on the sort of palace pathways, that's great. Lots of sort of height difference. What's the word? Verticality, but you feel it, which adds to the momentum of it. And I also like there's a lot of which they lose. No, they don't lose it, but there's an abundance of it here. Is flora and fauna. There's a lot of animals. There's seagulls. There's the coastal birds. There's the orcas. There's the hermit crabs. There's lots of different sort of plants everywhere. I don't think there's fish, but it feels like there are. I just know I like the cliffside action. There's one section I have in mind which I enjoy it a lot. There's a lot of places to look for, the good places to hide the hermit crabs. I get a lot from that level, and I just think it's a gorgeous beach setting. It's a lovely area.
All fair.
Which is why I have it
completely fair. And it may well be just because it's at the beginning of each story and you've got to play it again. I'm kind of just not particularly inspired by it. But all of your points are fair. For me, there are just all the other levels I kind of like more, I think.
Yeah.
But it's, as I said, for me, standard Sonic fare done well.
Yeah, fair.
So what's your 13? You said Rail Canyon. Oh, yeah, sorry. You said Rail Canyon, Seaside Hill.
Yes.
My 12. You ready?
Yeah, go on.
You're not going to like it.
Oh boy, mate. You be careful here.
It's Egg Fleet. Yeah. I've ranked Egg Fleet above, worse than Casino Park.
What the fuck?
Yeah.
How? What is that about?
What's yours?
Mine is Bullet Station.
Oh, okay.
Which was very tight with the one above it.
Yeah. Look, first of all, let's just say first appearance of the Egg Fleet, which is pretty cold.
Which is huge. Which goes on to appear again and again and again.
Again and again, yeah.
But this is so many different forms.
So many different
How big is that? Where does he keep his fleet?
Where is it? In orbit, high orbit.
Oh, yeah, that's just cold. Yeah.
Again, it's and also okay. Shout out to the E2000s, big highlight.
Fuck yeah,
fucking cool.
That's exactly what I said. The E2000s highlight, awesome. So I put full stop.
They're fucking cool.
They're so good.
They're really cool.
E-series.
Yeah, it's
outstanding.
It's fucking cool.
Yeah.
It's just not that fun. I think my biggest issue with it is that it's very repetitive. You basically do the same thing 3 times with not a massive amount of variation. Blowing them up is fun, but it's a little bit fragmented. It's conceptually cool, but it's in the sky. There's not actually an environment. You're basically jumping from metal platform to metal platform. The coolest thing about it are the ships.
That's not true.
But you're not compare it to, I don't know, some of the kings, like the jungle levels or the haunted castle levels or the city levels. You are basically, it's more grinding. It's a lot of fans, and you're basically
like that.
and it's basically just it's only fans, and it's
Only fans and hard grinding.
Yeah. Fucking mashing the B button and
fleet.
triangle diving to Kingdom Come. Fucking triangle diving.
Yeah.
I don't know. Just not. It's again for just a little bit uninspiring.
Having just played it, that was the last.
Literally fresh off the fleet.
Fresh off the fleet, having just blown up 2 of his main battleships. I am taken heavily by the atmosphere there. I think they start. Yes, it's a little bit corny, but I like how they start and they all say something because they've all got to this point. Yeah, but it goes hard, and then there's a tracking shot of them just running at the camera as they get launched into the sky above his fleet. Yeah. The scope is massive, and you feel it with the fucking. Hang on, hold up with this. Which is just heavy. What a strong start, and it sets it off as you dive into the core of Eggman's force, which is I think it's epic, and it really takes you. Which is why it's okay that you're jumping from metal platform. Well, that's not what you're doing. You're leaping between his complicated fleet. You grind between thin, precarious rails past dangerous turbines. I find it very, very exciting. I do agree. But while I feel that, I also agree that I do just prefer other ones in different environments because it's just better.
You're in the sky.
Yes, but I'm just
watching the gameplay, and just as you fall right at the start, you get a big fat view of that manta.
Yeah.
It's
I know.
So cool.
It's awesome.
Yeah.
But no, I agree. It is repetitive. It's too long, and you know what I do hate, and this really pissed me off in the fucking Shadow in the Team Dark mission, trying and kill 100 enemies, is the fan section when you tornado the little fan and you fly around.
It's shit.
Hours.
It's boring.
It's boring, and all you got to do is press up and down. It's shit.
Again, this comes back to a personal.
I might lower it on my list later on.
This comes back to a personal preference about levels based on Eggman ships. Just flying battery, not a big fan. It's the same kind of thing. It's fine. I don't particularly enjoy playing it. Yeah. The best thing about it is seeing his ships and how cool the designs are.
True.
But the kind of geometry and platforming and the grinding and how they all connect together is a bit sandboxy and a bit.
I guess. I
don't know. Just the music is cool. The scope is cool. It's a good precursor to King Final Fortress, obviously. But nothing special for me.
Yeah.
Okay.
True. I don't know.
What
ET-1000s?
No, that's huge. Is the yellow ones different?
Yeah, you meet them in Final Fortress.
Yeah,
and they're harder.
What are they? I know they're harder, but what are they called?
The E2000R.
Oh, nice.
Which is awesome. It's very cool.
Good.
Very cool.
Also, I think one of the reasons that this level is slightly weaker is that it has an over-reliance on the fly type.
Egg Fleet, does it?
Yeah, you have to fly a lot to get through it. You have to be the fly type a lot to get through it. And actually, it's safer to be the fly type to get through it because you're at less risk of dying. And I think one of the criticisms of this game that I have as a whole is fly type is a bit of a fucking pain. It's too short. The fly duration you have is too short. Yeah. You don't go high enough. No. The fucking layout is just weird.
It's ridiculous.
It's so weird and awkward.
And the controls is just a bit annoying.
And it's just. Can you think of another game where you play such a long? You're so long. So to actually get onto one of the platforms, you have to kind of be considerably higher above it.
Yeah. A prime example of it being shit is when in Chaotix you got to jump on the flowers. Fucking nightmare to actually get on those. Yeah. You always fall off them.
Fucking janky.
Janky's the word. Yeah, still.
So I get why you like it. It's fair. It's fair.
I will probably lower it a bit. I'm looking at it now. I may have put it a little bit high. possibly my one. I just think the idea of it's so cool.
Okay, well,
yeah.
Fine. So have
Anyway.
you told me? I can't remember if you told
Mine's
me.
Bullet Station.
Oh, Bullet Station. Okay,
Which
justify
for
that because
similar reasons.
my bullet,
is Royal Canyon.
my Bullet Station's pretty like higher, to be honest.
Wow. Okay. Fine. Look, I know you love the music, and the music is fucking cool. It's great, especially the radio bit.
I'm just gonna crank it.
Yeah. Oh, please do. Oh, it's scratching my ears. It's good.
It's such a hard open.
It's making my ears even hotter. Yeah, it's outstanding.
It's not that
It has
like diverse.
but it does not need to be.
It doesn't need to be.
It just goes hard.
it does.
Which
It goes hard.
Hence, I mean, what a name, Bullet Station.
Yeah, it's cool.
Just very cool.
It's
It's all
just-
about ammunition. It's all
Yes.
It's all militaristic.
It is.
There's cannons everywhere. It's camouflage. It's in a harsh environment.
You know what
it's
it
great.
is? It is an Eggman base done fucking well.
Yeah.
It's
yeah.
it's a good Eggman base level, which that fucking hell, mate, choking out. It is
Bullet Station.
it is a good, which there aren't like a lot of some Eggman base levels can be a little bit fucking boring. This is just great.
True.
The designs are cool. The massive
good
Eggman
balance
head.
of environment and an actual base.
Yeah. Yeah, and like
Yeah.
even if you sometimes if you just kind of peer over to the left or right, there's a structure which just
Yeah,
looks
yeah.
cool.
Yeah. A lot of fans again. He likes his fans.
He does.
He's good with them.
He
Yeah,
fucking loves his fans.
I love the. I mean, obviously, highlights is the fucking cannon shot, which is
Yeah.
just awesome.
Great.
As you get loaded into this gun barrel and then just. And you get launched. It's huge. It's so exciting. Yeah.
What I realized is the level. Looking at my list.
I put that as well. One of Eggman's better bases.
Yeah,
Nice.
yeah. Looking at my list, the levels that tend to rank higher have less reliance on repetition and more variation in like within the same zones.
Yeah.
So what I like about Bullet Station is the interior train. Yes, we kind of do the same thing twice. Like you do go back into the train. Like a lot of the levels follow that structure of you kind of have one act where you basically there's an outside and inside, and then you explode out, then you do outside, inside again, and then the third act, especially with the second level in each pairing, you then do something usually fucking hard.
Yeah.
There's like a chase sequence or whatever, and then it kind of ends. I think Bullet Station's got good variety.
Yeah. It does.
It keeps me entertained as I go through.
A lot more than Rail Canyon, which is why it's much
Massively
better.
more than boring Rail Canyon.
I don't know. I still just, for similar reasons that you said about Rail Canyon, the environment. It's a great base, but the environment. By the time you reach it, you are sort of done with it.
Yeah,
you know?
yeah.
I don't know. It feels a bit too. It's not similar, but it feels a little bit too similar to the. I don't know, to Rail Canyon. Yeah, but no, I mean, I like it a lot. It's great. Again, I may move it in the end, but it feels alright down here, especially for what's next. Which I feel like you probably will disagree with from previous comments you've made, but we'll see.
Okay, so I will put Casino Park.
Interesting.
For reasons discussed. Things I fucking love in that level, just to justify its unusual. I think this will not be a particularly I think most people would rank this bottom, to be honest.
Yeah, as they should.
Like you have.
Yeah.
I love the vibrancy. There are several areas of high interest. The vault.
No, mate, the vault's in Bingo High.
No, there is a vault in this.
Is there now?
Yeah, there is a vault in this.
Interesting.
The ending area with the palm trees.
I put that. Good ending with neon trees and poker chip towers.
Yep.
It's spectacular. I agree with that.
And I mean, it's kind of minor, but I like how Amy is like, it's Casinopolis.
I know, that's a nice little nod.
It's a cool nod.
I like that.
And it's a lot of it, to be honest, it's my preference for zones. I actually really like the casino zones.
Yeah,
and
they're often great.
It's so audacious, this one. You're literally flying above a kind of insanely massive casino city with buildings that must be enormous to be all the way up in the sky. I just like it. I have a soft spot for it.
Fair. I don't know. Every time I get to it in a playthrough, I'm a bit like, oh god, here we go.
Yeah, and the ring collecting with Chaotix is
that's a pain in the arse,
pretty boring, but yeah.
Yeah.
What have you put as number 10?
I've got Final Fortress.
Really?
Yeah.
Interesting. Justify that, bitch.
It has a lot of sections in it that I really don't like, and I know what it's trying to do, but they really piss me off. There is a lot of grinding in it, and it's which gets to you, and especially in the Team Sonic Team Dark ones where it's longer and just more arduous.
Worthless consumer
Yeah, exactly. And there's fucking there are heavy egg hammers and E2000Rs absolutely everywhere. There's too much.
The egg hammers are a lot.
The worst part of this level, which is horrible to get to, is the gauntlet section with the 3 levels, and they just
switches
bombard, and it's horrible. It's boring. And there's another one where you have to hit 3 switches, and they keep spawning in as well. It's too much. However, I mean, there's a lot of great things about it that I fucking love, which is just the fact that it's Eggman's flagship, and you open it on with them flying into it. That's cool.
Reference to the egg carrier as well. Pretty cool.
Yes, which is great. Everything's huge. It's very intense. I like that the sky is below, the thunderous storm is below you. That makes it very intense. Music is good. It's simple, but it's great. And you know what it does, which is a music theory thing. It has that fantastic, some guy, Alex Yard theory, to reference a account that I enjoy to watch. Alex Yard music theory, whatever it's, he describes it as the Mario cadence because it plays when you finish a level in Mario, and it's these chords that give a sense of hope and sort of. And
can you play it?
Yeah, I'm getting it up. Pause. We'll find it. This, right. That triumphant build, which is it's a great thing to put in end levels. Many other Sonic songs do it, which I can't say off the top of my head, but they do it. It's effective. That's a highlight of it. But yeah, a decent ending. I don't know. The sort of Eggman head blowing up thing feels a little bit cheap because it's sort of pointless. And
it's also
doesn't actually mean anything.
Yes, but what I do like is that it nicely echoes Bullet Station.
Yeah, but. So
well, it's just cool. It's just
it doesn't need to do that.
It's just kind of cool because it's like Eggman, very similar type of ending.
Yeah, true. It's also just quite linear, which works, but I find I don't really enjoy. But yeah, I don't like playing it that much. But it's a good level. Good
interesting.
Scope, good vibe, good atmosphere.
Let me justify why I agree with most of that. I will talk about Final Fortress when I get to when I've listed it, which is later on.
Yes.
What I've put in that place is Ocean Palace.
Wow, that's very different to mine.
Which is we're getting towards the like mid-level levels now that are kind of in the middle. So it's basically, I like it. I think it's better than Seaside Hill. I think it's better than all of the levels that I've listed so far. It is just a more interesting version of Seaside Hill, which is quite heavily let down by the horrendous cow section at the end that is just crap. The physics make no sense and it's quite painful, and they're the most aggressive, insanely fast, weirdly very autonomous things that are just kind of shit and can fuck you up as well. On that first loop I've died so many times, which has ruined A ranks. It's annoying.
True.
But there's a lot I do love about it. I love the turtles. Obviously, that's a great section, although can be a little bit frustrating. I love the palatial designs. I love the like storytelling that's embedded into the level. That's really cool.
Yes.
I think that's fucking great. There's good variation. It's not repetitive. You kind of enter the third act and it feels very different. I love the Cheo. I just always like the fact that you find the Cheo in Chaos Seasons 1. It is just neat. It's cool.
Yeah.
But yeah, like again, it's just it's just really good, but it's not amazing. So it's kind of in this middle blob of very similarly ranked levels. My next one is Bullet Station, which I think they're pretty much on a par, those two for me.
Interesting. Yeah. Okay. No, I agree with a lot of that, but I'm much higher on Ocean Palace, which I'll get to later.
Okay, fine.
Yeah. My number 10 is Bingo Highway, which I just can't put the casino levels that high, so that one will stay lower down. But it's much better than Casino Park. It does what Casino Park does. It does everything it does better. The standout stuff I like about it.
Hang on. You're putting Bingo Highway above Final Fortress.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Just these three are tight.
Okay.
Bullet
interesting.
Station, the Final Fortress, and Bigger Highway are tight.
Yeah.
I find them all pretty similar levels of enjoyment, and I get a similar amount out of them. But hey, now I like the ice. Like I said before, the fire and ice thing. I prefer the ice stuff. I think it's.
Can you
nicer.
just
red's
explain? Can you just explain what you mean by that? Because you say that a lot, and I actually don't. I think I know what you mean. You mean the fire and ice color schemes?
No, so you only notice this if you really look. But no, the all the sort of buildings and the rooms you go inside. If you look at the outside of them, you can't see it because they're so fucking big, and you're obviously small, and you can't see a zoom out. But the structures and the sort of big signs in Casino Park are flames and just sort of and resemble fire or red and orange and pink colors. You know the sort of bit where before you jump into the long tube where they're rolling, and you have to take out a flapper before you go in. That.
Yeah, is it when this happens?
3 walls. Yeah.
Bingo!
Yeah, no. I'm talking about that in Casino Park, and then Bigger Highway. It has a giant. I don't know. You go through a big ice bit.
Yeah,
it's not ice, but the structure looks like a big block of ice.
I do know what you mean.
Ice shards. I don't know. If you look at a pic of it, it's fine.
I do know what you mean.
Yeah, check it out. You see it. This is why they feel so different, which is great because they do, and it's because the color schemes are so different. Bingo Highway is very blue, and Casino Park is very red, which is good. It's a good thing. I just looked up Casino Park and did not get a Sonic. What the fuck? I just got a hotel instead. Weird.
Oh, I'm just looking at. You mean the ice? Casino Park hotel?
We should stay in the Pestana Casino Park hotel. Where the fuck is this?
I'm just looking at playthrough of Bingo Highway. The only place I can see ice is on the bingo chips. Is that what you're referring to? The massive fucking bingo chips.
No, mate. Right, look. How can I do this?
You have to
How can I
look,
show you?
You
It's
can't.
so obvious.
You have to look at a playthrough footage.
You need to look at my encyclopedia, mate. That's where it'll give you guidance.
I get that there's more blue. There's more blue, but
no. It isn't that. Right, here we go. Oh, wait, no. It was there. Yeah, here we go. Right, okay. Look at Sonic Heroes Bingo Highway Perfect Bingo video. Yeah? Do that. But what is perfect bingo?
It's when you get it's almost impossible to do. Perfect bingo. Okay, yeah.
I have got it once. You get so many points for
it. It is massive. Okay, what time code?
Vector goes insane. 136.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yes. On
the
pinball? On the pinball. Oh, that is cool. Okay, that is.
No. Not well. Oh shit! Yeah.
Yeah, it's on the pinball.
I didn't even notice that.
It's also on the bingo
that's
chips.
Great.
Yeah,
I didn't notice
that is actually really cool.
Yeah, but no, I mean the buildings. Anyway, yeah, no, that's a real highlight.
Okay,
and there are more details like that. Here we go. Last thing. 219. Go to 219. That is the biggest. Right before he goes into the lift, the structure he goes into is a massive ice shard.
Okay, that is fucking cool. Oh, see, that's what I mean about the design of the buildings, which I do really like.
I know, they're so unique. They're great.
The
other thing I love in Bigger Highway. Hang on.
Go on. Okay.
No, that's fine. You go.
No, you go. What were you going to say? Because I'm actually going to say something negative about it now, but I think you can.
Let me just praise it a little bit more.
Big it up. Go on. Keep jacking it off.
So I like the. I enjoy the. I enjoy the bingo. I actually enjoy the bingo thing where you have to get, where you get 1 to 9. That's fun. It is quite fun to control them. It's not great, but it's less. It's just better because you're going down and you aren't trying to go up somewhere. So you just roll. Whereas Kings Park is a pain in the ass because you're trying to get up somewhere. And the third thing I like before you shit on it,
I've ranked it higher than you, so there's no point me shitting on it. I just think to say this level controls better is bizarre.
I would say it controls better, but I'd say you can have more fun with the shit controls in this one than Casino Park because it just requires less. Yes, there are some fucking difficult bits and unfair bits, like with Team Dark and Team Sonic as they go down the sort of thin path. That's a nightmare, and it's pure luck if you get that right. No, the last thing I love is Cheo Bank. Which is
I'm literally just looking at it.
A second corporation in Heroes, Hexaeco and Chairbank. Chairbank is so interesting, and the sort of the three hints of it you see are on the floor. There's little Cheo heads on as the carpet, which is great. Like, what does that mean? Like, are the Cheo running the bank? Are they are they managing Eggman's funds? And the vault, which you go into where he keeps his rings, which is really hard to get. I couldn't say when it is in the level, but there's a hidden switch somewhere that you have to find. It might only be as Chaotix. No, sorry, no. You can go in as all of them, but the switches are in different places for different teams. Pardon me. And you go into this vault, and each team says something different.
Yeah, that is really cool.
I love that. And they say this is that's where Eggman keeps his rings. Nice, great level building, world building, etc. That's what I love Bingo Highway. What do you hate? And why have you ranked it higher?
Well, no, I have to come on to why I rank it when I get to that point. I just think to say that fair. This level controls well is bizarre, because the ending, when you slide down that section, is absolutely horrific. One of the most frustrating sections of the game.
It doesn't control well, but it
doesn't control well at all. It's so janky. It's pure. It's almost pure luck if you can get down. But I get what take your point in terms of in a comparison to Casino Park. Yes, it is because the kind of momentum of the gameplay.
I'm not saying it controls well.
No, fine. The momentum of the gameplay is definitely better. I would agree with that.
Yeah.
I have ranked mine. I have ranked Bingo Highway higher, to be honest. But I'll come on to that when we get onto it. Let's move on to number 9. Tell me what comes after.
Okay.
So My Ocean Palace and your Bingo Highway. What's next?
Okay. My number 9 is Seaside Hill, which you put a lot lower down.
Yeah, so that was my 13.
Yeah, what the fuck?
Okay, so why? I feel like you have already justified why you liked it so much.
Yeah, I mean, just in summary, I just think it's a very, like I said, a very strong opening stage. I just think it's great, and I got a lot more out of it than you did. As we said before.
Yeah, that's fair. I think we can just move past that because we have literally you've justified it. And likewise, we have also in length discussed my number 9, which is Bullet Station, which to be honest, I would put on a par with Ocean Palace. I'd say they're both exactly the same.
Mate. No, fine. Yeah, they're in pretty opposite places on my list.
Wait, where was your Bullet Station again? It was much higher
12.
up. Yeah, you weren't a fan. I don't know.
I like it, but I just think the other ones do what I value better.
I just love as discussed before, the variation in levels is what I think makes the levels stand out from other ones. Yeah. And I think the cadence between going into the train, out of the train, bobsled at the end, there are problems though, one of which is the Chaotix mission is awful in that one. It's actually both Chaotix missions in both Rail Canyon and Bullet Station are shit.
The Rail Canyon was shit.
The Rail Canyon was just get to the end, so it's crap. Yeah. Boring, unimaginative. And then the Bullet Station one is those fucking capsules, which in essence is interesting because they're shadow.
Yeah, interesting idea. Also,
but the finding
what does that mean? Why are they doing that? It's quite interesting. Why
are there so many?
Got him to blow up 30 capsules and then 60.
Yeah, that's a good point actually. From a story point of view, it is quite interesting. Why is he doing that? But there doesn't seem to be any. Well, it would be a bit weird actually if kind of shadow parts blew up every time you destroyed them. But in print, that's one of those things that's actually quite interesting about Heroes, in that that's a massive story point contained within a level that doesn't really explore the story point.
I love it when Sonic games do that.
Yeah, when it points at something quite massive,
very important, but it's so understated. Like I said, like we said earlier, Eggman's confirmation of Shadow's identity. Which you don't even fucking hear.
Yeah, no, well, no, unless you play
8 minutes in.
Not Black Bull.
Devil Doom
for like 8 minutes.
Yeah, exactly. And if you can turn down the fucking
Devil Doom
death metal music and hear him say it.
Yeah, and then he decides to spill the beans. Fucking stupidest. I think that's crap. I don't know why. It's great dialogue, but it's idiotic placement. Really doesn't make any sense.
I heard it a couple of days ago. It's pretty nice.
From the guy himself.
Yeah,
he just called you out.
Yeah, Dean was Dean was happy to read the line for me. Speaking of Dean, we can get onto that later. But what a fucking guy!
Both brokers are gone.
His final performance was outstanding.
Is his final performance, isn't it?
Shadow is the debut of Mike.
Classic.
No,
Wait,
Dean.
what's he called?
Dean shines. Dean Bristow.
Dean Bristow, the guy.
Dean shines in his final performance. What a fucking guy!
Yeah, unbelievable.
Yeah. Wild. Fucking wild.
He has some iconic lines.
Especially in Heroes. There's so many. Guess what, Sonic Heroes? That's great. Eggman, oh, wait. A little trivia question for you. Which I've just thought of. When is the other time that Eggman specifies a time limit of 3 days before he unleashes something?
It's SA2, isn't it?
No, it's not.
No, with the moon. Isn't he like, I'm going to blow up the moon in X amount of time?
In 24 hours. Or is it 48 hours?
It's
No,
specifically
it isn't that.
3 days.
He says in just 3 short days. You know, in the other one. What's the other one? Heroes and. I'm surprised if you knew this. It's fucking niche. I don't know why I know this. No. Well, yeah.
No, I don't know. No idea.
Forces. I know because they posted the story trailer as it came out, and it opened on like him being in 3 days. I'll unleash. I don't know whatever the fuck it was.
What the like
Phantom Ruby copy,
unbelievable
apocalyptic
war machine that is his so ridiculous.
The Eggman Empire. It's really wild,
the Eggman fleet, is that in Forces?
Yeah. It's just it takes.
It's like in orbit, isn't it?
His ships are just worse. Just not as cool.
No, nothing compares to.
Shame. No. Egg Fleet was at its best.
Nothing compares to the Manta Ray ship.
No. I can't wait to look at his ships in Shadow, because I feel like they are in Sky Fleet, and I think they're really cool.
I have a feeling that they're all pretty homogenous. I don't think they're
imagine
as
they're
varied
similar, but
as.
It'd be great to do a study on
the Egg Fleet composition completely.
and his a bit gassy, and his you know how his design changed and he adapted. Yeah, it'd be great to do that. It'd be nice.
It would.
Cool.
Yeah, maybe a future thesis.
Yeah.
So your
my dissertation.
So dissertation on the Egg Fleet is so much to say. To go on a tour visit, take pictures.
To say.
So
yeah, that's my 9. Seaside Hill. Yours is
and mine's Bullet Station, which we've discussed. And my 8 then.
Yeah.
Sitting in pretty much the halfway mark is I put Bingo Highway.
I have put Egg Fleet at number 8.
Oh, you put Egg Fleet. Okay, which you've already justified. I would have thought you put that
just
higher.
How much I fucking loved it.
To be honest,
I had before, but right after we spoke about it, I realised I was a little bit overexcited. And I moved it down by what?
It was quite a boring level.
It was in 7th place, and you'll be shocked to hear what it used to be above. But which I think is definitely wrong.
Wow.
But yeah, no, 8th place Egg Fleet.
So I think we have covered Bingo. We've discussed Bingo Highway, but the reasons I like it is again same kind of things as King's Park. I love the aesthetic. Your ice shit makes it even better, to be honest, and makes the buildings even more interesting. I think the building environments that you land on and interact with throughout Bingo Highway are far more varied than Casino Park. There's that area where there's the tubes you go down, and then you land and it's a roulette table, and then you jump across, you go down another thing. The like glass semicircular tunnels are really cool.
Yeah,
and there is more rooms, which I like.
There's just far more variation.
There is
far more variation, which is why it's so good.
I also think shout out to the badniks in this level.
Oh fuck yeah, fucking egg casino manager, casino bunny, and casino clown. I think so good.
Yeah,
why is it a bunny?
They're iconic. I'm just
must be like a
they're
Las
not in
Vegas
this
thing, maybe. I don't know.
They're not in the.
Why are there bunnies in casino? In the casino,
they're not.
What is that?
They're not in the encyclopedia at all.
They're not.
No, they're not listed there. That specific.
There's
type
3
of,
variants.
I remember the casino manager. Is he?
He's so chill.
And there's the legendary Clagan. Fucking Clagan.
Love the Clagans.
Where is the casino manager? Isn't he in the vault?
No. There's loads of him. He's like the Egg Knight, you know.
Yeah,
if you kill him, I'm pretty sure you kill the whole squad. But I could be wrong, but no, he's just harder.
No, I don't think it is the same mechanic.
He's made of sterner stuff, you could say. No, I don't. Well, I'm not sure, but you know.
Yeah, anyway, I just really like them. They've got little bow ties.
Yeah,
they look great.
Yeah, it's nice. It's a great detail. I also like that they kept them, across every Casino Park appearance, like in TSR, Team Sonic Racing. They're in that as well. It's nice to see them there.
Yes,
good to see them return.
Agreed. But the reason it doesn't, I actually think it is a really, really, really good level overall. It's just severely let down by the horrendous frustration of the last 2 minutes.
That's right.
Yeah. I mean, that's only in Team Sonic and Team Dark. You don't do any others, but it's even worse than Team Dark actually because they removed some of the bumpers, and it's just so janky. It's like you moving left doesn't make you go left, and moving right is very rare. You have to be on an exact trajectory for it to actually.
I have a soft spot for it. I just don't mind that. I quite enjoy that.
Yeah, the reason you don't mind it is because recently you've been playing it on an emulator, which means you can hard save and immediately reload. Try playing it. Try playing.
Yeah, I know. Try playing it on the Xbox. It's horrible.
I think my heart stopped.
I used to fucking throw. I used to throw the controller across.
Try playing when you can't reload. You have a limited amount of lives. It is the most idiotic thing. What you have to do is be fly type and time it so that you electrocute the other two with the flapper that's moving up and down that bit, so that you only send one guy down. And then if you but it's not.
Everyone knows the classic
what it is
worthless consumer models.
Yeah.
Crap. Not a fan.
No,
not a fan. Which is why it doesn't rank out. Oh my god. Well, actually, it's a great tune.
It's a very good song, and
it's a great song.
You know what,
mate? You need to turn that down. By the way,
really, it's so quiet for me. You know what's even? I was about to turn it up. You know what's even
turn
better?
It down a little bit.
It's this.
Yes.
Massive. Elite.
That
really
is outstanding.
It's really good.
Really good.
It made one of the few remixes that is better than the original. I think.
Yeah. No, I love that. Fucking good.
Yeah, it's good shit.
Cool. I don't know much else. I mean, that's it. It's just it could be Elite. Unfortunately, it's let down by just unbelievably annoying gameplay. Because actually, the environments that you slide through at the end, especially the bit when you get catapulted into the air and then you fall all the way down and you have to go through the bingo rooms.
I like that bit.
It's great. And the ending's, of course, really cool, as we know, because you land in that little room with the guys. But yeah, fucking annoying, especially if you're not playing on emulator, like a cheat.
True. Yeah, fucking and.
What's 7?
7 for me.
You've told me your 8's Egg Fleet, isn't it? Okay, so what was Egg Fleet and is now?
You're gonna fucking hate this, and I feel like this may be wrong, but the next 6 levels I just love so much.
It gets really strong. There's 7 levels left. 7 levels.
Yeah. No, I know. So this, I know. This is my 7.
Oh, okay.
The 6 after this one are just Right. It was tough. So now we're all close, apart from the top 3, I'd say. Anyway, no. 7 is Grand Metropolis.
Okay. There's something. Okay, I would expect that. I would expect that.
Few.
I'm not upset. Hexa Eco debut and Soul.
Ooh, yeah.
Only appear in them. Cheerbank and they're not in any other game apart from Speed Zone, if you count the trail.
Actually, Hexa Eco, I'm pretty sure it appears in a Grand Metropolis arena in one of the Mario and Sonic thingies.
Yeah, you know what? You're absolutely right. I was reading about that. Yeah, that's pretty weird knowledge, but it's completely fair.
Well, what can I say? I fucking love Hexa Eco.
Behold, ninja power!
As we all should. Why? You know what I saw, which I thought, why would someone comment this? For some reason, I was looking at. I'm not sure what I was looking at, but Grand Metropolis and Power Plant. No, I just looked at the Power Plant music on YouTube and just to look at the comments. And the second, it was the second time comment, someone had listed what every different team member says on the spiral bit, and Cream's this is making my head spin.
Yeah, there's some really funny
or some shit.
Isn't that when he says this?
I think my heart stopped.
No, that's a different time. It might not be. I don't know, but Yeah, I don't know why. I was like, why? Who cares?
Bizarre.
Each of the 12 team members, he fucking checked what each one said. It's so weird.
Wow.
Knuckles, what a wild ride.
That's it.
Knuckles is such a freak.
Yeah,
he's
pretty
he's definitely
strange
hiding.
in this game.
He's just hiding some shit.
It's pretty strange in this
Definitely.
game. They're all so sus. In that cutscene when they let at the just before that stupid team fight at the end, when their eyes are all like they're at that stage of
Bouncing
3D
around
animation
their
where they
head.
cannot control them. They
Yeah,
look so
yeah.
weird. They all look so
Martha
sus.
had a way to go. So weird.
So sus.
I know. Talk about being stubborn and full of surprises.
Metal
another
Sonic has
misleading as
finally
fuck line.
transformed.
What a line! So
I
much
fucking
oomph in
love
that.
the way he says, hold on, you guys. And he's like,
Hey,
I'm
when-
paying you.
That's his idea.
Some nerve! You've got promising what you wake
So
up.
good.
It's so good. Oh no! Again, Dean just being the goat.
Yeah, he is. He's a fucking
Oh,
guy.
Charmy's voice was pretty poor.
No, I actually think this is Charmy's best.
No, Shadow is Charmy's best because it's actually pleasant. It's not.
Yeah, but hasn't he got? He's
pleasant
got
to
that
listen to.
squeaky, fucking
Oh, yeah.
annoying voice, or he's just.
No, it's better in that one. It's a bit more normal. It's a little bit less childish. I mean, Charmy's a manic freak, but still, Charmy B.
Not Charmy the Bee, Charmy
No,
B.
Charmy B.
On Grand Metropolis,
Sorry.
can
Yeah,
you
go on,
just justify? Tell me why you like it, and tell me why it's not higher.
Again, in a similar thing with Bullet Station. No, sorry, with Bigger Highway. I love Grand Metropolis and I love Power Plant, and I think Power Plant just does everything Grand Metropolis does better.
Interesting. I would agree with you. I don't think that's a contentious. I think you're right.
I think it does, and
Right.
I obviously I fucking love the city. The sort of clock tower building. The buildings themselves are so unique. It doesn't look like any other city. All the sort of bright green, the brick red towers and all the windows. It's great. Hexagons everywhere. It looks busy, which is great because they've done a good job at making it look like a very packed city. Another thing they're very good at in this game is making you feel like you're just very good world building. I love highlight is the massive blimp which circles
It's
the giant
so
hexagonal
cool.
pits which has the the NG pass, because a lot of the level takes place in these giant vats, these massive hexagonal vats, which you can't really notice unless you sort of zoom out a bit. But yeah, this massive blimp which has these big red tails coming out of it, flies around. It's great. And yeah, just the colors is great. The colors are great. The energy thing is so iconic. Yeah, it's good. I do find the doors annoying. You have to wait half an hour for them to fucking up.
Such a minor complaint.
Apart from that, big fan. Yeah, no, it's great. Good tunes as well. Great. Actually, no.
No, it's
Plant's better.
okay. It's not. Yeah, Power Plant is
Plant's
better.
iconic opening, but
Yeah. So one of my
from there, it's not. Yeah,
one of my
it's
main
kinda
points is the opening, the outrageously cool panning shot at the
Better.
start.
Oh,
where
yeah,
they all,
yeah,
no,
it's
the
great,
The opening of the music is really good. Hang on, let's give it a whirl.
which we love to hear.
We do love to hear that. The storytelling that is embedded into the level and I know it's not done in a particularly elegant or it's kind of just said and then is vaguely brought up every now and then. But the idea that this is a city that is owned, operated, run by Hexa Eco, Eggman is then or actually it's Neo Metal Sonic, which is interesting to think
It's
why.
Neo Metal Sonic,
It's Neo Metal Sonic. Shut up. Neo Metal Sonic is the why he. What
He tricked you as well.
why? Fuck. Why is he? What? How does it link? Is he powering the egg fleet with it? What's he doing with the
I would
energy?
assume that's how. Yeah, it's probably how he powers the egg fleet.
But that's just fucking cool. The fact that he's stealing energy from a city that is
also great
is all about green energy, and it's an excellent. It ties into those classic Sonic themes of like at evil industry versus the environment.
Yes,
We've
nature,
got and the interesting take on it: clean energy versus fucking despotic robot overlord energy vibe.
Yeah.
Shut up! So fucking stupid line that. Where is it? I think I got it.
Which one?
This is this
What,
one.
the kingdom?
Yeah.
I mean, he's right. It's just so appropriate.
How appropriate for a robot overlord to rule a robot king. Yeah, whatever. Anyway,
Fucking shit.
stupidest line.
Really bad line.
Yeah, I think that storytelling element is just fucking cool. That and not a lot of the levels have that. I think it's great.
No, it's very unique as well. I mean, it's a very unique idea to have a sort of clean energy city. It's just, it doesn't feel very sort of that time, which is nice.
No, I agree. I also just love the design. I think in terms of Sonic levels that I enjoy, city levels are always going to be up there, or like moving through urban environments is always going to be high. This is a particularly cool iteration of the city
It really
theme.
is. It
really cool.
If
It's
you think
so
about
vibrant.
all cities, yeah, they're all grey is the dominant color. This is not the case. Blue, red, and green are the ones that you see everywhere, and it's great. Yeah, and I like the massive pipes that have the sort of orange energy flowing through them as well. That's good. Yeah, and the sort of I don't know what the hell the word is, but the sort of metal netting. You know what I mean? That's also hexagonal. That's great as well.
And to be fair, Power Plant has even more interesting versions of this.
Yeah, which is why it's higher.
Actually, in Grand Metropolis, and also if you just look throughout the level, they've integrated hexagons into literally every element of the design, which is just fucking cool. It's just cool because they've gone with a theme and made it consistent. For me, the best part of the level, it's quite hard to describe, but it's near the end, and there's some rails, and you're in amongst cities.
I know what you mean.
And there's these like fucking orange pumps going on up and down next to the rails.
Yes. I know what you mean.
Of course the guy does. He knows every fucking piece of
You know what else is great about that bit, which is so weird, is
you can go in between the buildings as well. If you take one of the rails,
and you
to
have
the right
to get that's what I'm about. I know, I love that. I saw a great behind the scenes video where this guy goes in the
Grand Metropolis BTS. No way.
And he just chills in those rooms.
Nice.
It's a good vid.
That sounds great.
I'll link it.
Yeah,
I sent it to you about a year ago.
Yeah. No, I recall that.
Good vid.
I recall that.
And also I like the fact that you can, how that section ends and you go onto a blimp platform and it, right before you go into that building, adjacent to that sort of bit, there's two flat field areas which have a pole that you spin around to go back up, which there's no need to go to, but just in case you decide to jump over there, they put this there so you can get back. It's very nice.
Yeah,
it's cool.
Fucking great. Also, the end is so
great.
good, specifically in Dark and Sonic.
Yes.
As you approach the end, you've got these two like Neolithic buildings flanking the path towards the end in this massive infinite pit of like interestingly textured layered building. It's just fucking great. It's just really, it's good shit. It's good level design, good storytelling, and also speed. One thing you could you get
very fast.
You get good speed in these levels, which I like, which makes for a very entertaining experience. But I'm jumping ahead because actually I won't bury the lead. For me, I've put as an equivalent for your Grand Metropolis, I've put Final Fortress.
Wow.
At 7.
It's pretty high.
So above Bingo Highway, but below, and my Grand Metropolis is number 6, which is next.
That makes sense. I see. Yeah.
But to be honest, I would rank, I don't think there's much in it between, I would put Final Fortress and Grand Metropolis.
I really think Grand Metropolis has more to offer. I think in terms of playing, it's so much more enjoyable.
Yeah, I would agree. That's why it's higher. For me, that's why it's higher.
I don't know. For me, it was a much bigger.
Yeah, no, I think it's tighter. As I've said, I fucking love Final Fortress. I think it's great.
Yes.
But actually, just jumping back to Final Fortress, there was something that is odd because actually I haven't properly talked about Final Fortress. So I'll do that now. I'll explain why I like it so much.
Just to remind, I had it in 11th place.
Yes, so it's quite probably our biggest discrepancy, possibly. We'll see when we do the chart at the end.
We shall see. Yeah.
I've mentioned the epicness and how it creates a feeling of a final showdown so successfully. So here's my killer point about Final Fortress. Why I think it's so good, and why I think it succeeds in where some final levels of Sonic games don't, is that I can't think of a level that conveys scale as well as Final Fortress. I can't think of a level that makes you feel like you are in an interminably massive fortress. With the lightning, it actually they've actually made Eggman's base actually look threatening and menacing in a way that not many levels are able to do.
True.
It has such a good sense of scale. And like the level has a kind of downward trajectory, especially towards the end. So you constantly feel like you're moving in and in and in and in.
Yeah.
I think is quite unique. I think it should be applauded for that. And the opening shot when you see what you're about to jump into, you get this
It's awesome.
front 3/4 view of the of the whale ship shot.
Yeah, of the final. I love how the ship is called the Final Fortress. It's called Eggman's Final Fortress. It's so cool. Yeah. He called it that.
Of course he did. Such good nomenclature.
I completely agree with the scale thing. It's very true, and you really feel it. Yeah, no, the lightning, the giant. The sort of also the divided sections, which I think there's 12 of them. You know, with a little sort of 12. Each the sort of big walls you go by have a big sign that says 12, 11, 10, 9.
Yes,
just adds to that sense of scale. The only level I can think of at the moment off the top of my head that I'd say maybe the same amount of scale in terms of an Eggman thing, it would be Eggman Land in the Xbox version of Unleashed, which does feel
great,
not Unleashed.
Great distinction there.
Just to specify, because you don't feel that big in Unleashed. It feels giant in that one, especially in the opening. But that's a different thing. It's a city and this is a ship, which is so... of course the city feels big, whereas this is just one battleship, but it feels fucking big.
Yeah, massive.
Yeah, which is great. No, I agree. True, I agree.
Which I think that's why it's so high for me. There is a kind of weird... Why are there self-destruct buttons like littered throughout the base? Oh, it's a trap, isn't it? Because they say, one of the characters says... Oh, it's a trap, and they jump and like get out. But what a fucking rogue trap to have part of your base that just blows itself up.
It's quite weird.
So odd. That's why it's so high for me. However, the things I said about Grand Metropolis means I've ranked that slightly higher.
Yeah. No, good.
Have you said what your 6 is?
No, I have not said my number 6 yet.
Do tell.
I like my number 6 a lot. Okay. And I wish I could have had it higher, but I just can't.
Fire.
Because the one's higher better. My number 6 is Frog Forest.
Oh, okay. So we haven't touched on any of the jungle levels yet. Interesting.
No, we haven't. Because they're so good.
Interesting.
I fucking love Frog Forest. I love how it's a halfway point. Right, because it comes right after this. Well, it's not halfway, but it feels high. I say it is. It feels halfway. It comes right after the great cutscene. With the life form data thing, which is a good marking point. And things are starting to get quite dark with that. And then you get thrown into this gorgeous jungle with this very, very nice song that just has such a happy feel to it. It feels like fresh rain. It's just lovely.
Yep.
Very good atmosphere, very happy. I like how high up it is again. Like Rail Canyon, nice and open, big, which is what Heroes does so well.
True.
Again, a great the sort of distinction between the two levels. I like what Frog Forest does, how Frog Forest is high up and Lost Jungle is low down. It's great. A very different feel for both of them, but same environment. And yeah, it's again was the same as Seaside Hill. The sort of the decor, the frogs, the butterflies, the birds. It's just there's loads of it. It feels very lively. This jungle, very green, very rich, very healthy, very very nice, very pure. Just such a nice environment. Massive mushrooms. The skybox is gorgeous. Yeah, it's an absolute joy to play. It's really fun. It's a fun level.
Totally agree. I agree with all that. I have ranked it higher, but I won't say where.
I was gonna say I find it quite hard to follow actually, but no, my next 5 are just too big. Anyway,
interesting.
Yeah,
that's a solid defense of Frog Forest. I would agree. I think it is very difficult to fault, but I will give my. I will jack it off when I get to it, basically, which isn't quite yet. Nice. Yeah, nice and fast. So let's do. Showed for it. So we're on to the last top 5 now, basically.
Yeah, top 5.
Okay, yeah, it gets really difficult, to be fair. So I feel like we've both gone down a fairly similar route of having the city, the jungle, and the haunted castle levels, which haven't come up yet,
No, they haven't yet.
surprisingly, towards the end.
Fucking good. They're so good.
Yeah, don't jump the gun. Don't jump the gun. Hold back. Fucking don't blow your load. Keep it in. So let's just edge ourselves towards that a little bit more. So I'm going to come in with my number 5, which I have said is power plant. Let me just tell you how much I love this level and how good it is. So it's very similar in terms of all its praise to Grand Metropolis. It continues the themes that are set up there and enhances them, which is great, makes them even better, continues the green energy theme, but with more vivid visual storytelling. So if you look out the windows, you see those trees, which is just fucking cool. So the integration of nature with the cityscape so seamlessly is fascinating. And it's not done obviously as well.
It's subtle.
Yeah,
I know.
Fucking cool. Just
I know.
absolutely
Hidden
love that.
behind glass panes, in little courtyards, deep in the sort of industrial depths of Hex Eco's operation. It's great.
It is great. The ecospheres is probably the best way I can explain what they are. They're fucking cool. They look so good with the rotating really flipper thing that flies around them. The talking of variation, one of the most varied levels, I would say.
Oh God, yeah.
You get such good, like, it sustained interest. There's not repeat layouts that reappear over and over again. Each area is different, ending with the kind of hard bit that appears at the end of every second level, which is the power plant section, which is just fucking cool.
Fucking outstanding.
It's highly stressful. I would say. When I used to play it when I was younger,
you're in a power plant.
Quite painful. Also, if you don't,
I think you'll find many people.
If you don't have full power, the whole if you don't have full power fly type quickly, the whole level is just punishing and fucking annoying. Which is a bit annoying, but that's that's not an issue with the level. That's an issue with heroes the idea is something we haven't actually touched on, but I think one of the most annoying parts, well, it's a strength and a weakness, is the fact that you have to repeatedly level up the characters in every level. There's no gradient, so you don't get more powerful.
Like that, or not? Or do you like it more than you don't?
I don't know. I both like it and I dislike it, to be honest. I like it because it gives you something to do, which makes it very replayable. So especially if you're grinding for A ranks, I think it actually keeps you interested.
And it feels good once you. I
rewards
always
you.
Enjoy the notable difference of I'm now I can destroy these things in one hit.
Yeah,
it's just it's better. It's good.
Yeah, agreed.
You're rewarded directly for playing the level, which is nice.
You are, but it doesn't. I don't know. But the flip side of that is once you've done that like literally 20 times, it's like okay. It just makes, when you get used to playing at full power, it makes playing and not at full power really annoying.
Well,
but then you switch tactics because you knock them down at fly type and then you destroy them with power type at all speed, and that is actually quite interesting. So it's a strength and a weakness. It's probably more of a strength than it is a weakness.
I agree. Yeah,
only just. But yeah, it's that power plant in particular is punishing if you don't have full fly type level. That was especially the power plant section when the when the lava rises up. But it's just fucking great. And then the ending's amazing, and you get into you're at the HQ and you're in that see-through dome.
The fucking HQ. It's so cool.
It's cool. And then this tune, let me just whack it on. Is
the opening is so mechanical and industrial, but like that.
One of the strongest.
Oh, it's so good. Really good.
It is brilliant.
It sounds like a giant machine.
This bit.
That's so iconic.
Yeah, it's just cool. That is
it's got
fucking
that,
cool
it's got
song.
That great Mad Matrix like digital circuit beat, which he was so good at in that time.
Yeah. Which
just gives such a good sort of, I don't know, technological, industrial thumping feel.
It's exactly that. It captures the...
It captures the environment.
It captures the environment.
Astoundingly well.
It's a perfect reflection of what that environment is like. It's got an industrial grinding type energy to it that also has an excellent tune build to it. It's fucking great. Love it.
I also just love power plant. I've put it higher than
Okay,
5.
fair.
So
We haven't had a single one in the same place. How weird is that?
That is very. I know that's very weird.
I
Apart
have
from Seagate.
Yeah, fair. I also think I maybe think our number one might be the same, but let's
Probably.
let's see.
Fucking hope it is.
Let's
It better
see.
be.
Let's
I'll
see.
be confused. If it's not.
What's your 5?
My 5 is Hang Castle.
Oh, okay.
And my 5 and my 4 are very close. Very close. I really love Hang Castle. I think it's very cool. I'm not usually
not as much as other levels though.
No, but barely. I'm not usually a Halloween kind of guy, and I'm not the biggest fan of haunted stuff, levels. But actually, I do love a good haunted song. They're always great because there's some nice flats in there, e.g. Mario Castle, themes, etc. They're always great. But not Booze Haunt. But no, hang fuck that tune. That's shit. Big Booze Haunt can fuck off.
Yeah.
No, but Hang Castle has such a good song, and it does.
Arguably, it's one of the best. Arguably, one of the best. Like I top 3 for sure.
I will get to that song because there's so much more that I've got to say about Hang Castle that I love. Mm-hmm. But no, it's the best example of a haunted theme I think in the entire franchise.
Yeah.
And Mystic Mansion, of course. Dare I even speak its name? It's just that good. No, the some highlights from Hang Castle I love. The environment's amazing. The massive moon that has a skull face on it's outstanding. That was combined from I forgot, but there's a weird fact
I read
about
that.
Moon. Look it up. Yeah.
On it, Hang Castle moon.
Whose castle is this?
Yeah,
it's great.
Absolutely
it's
fair
massive. I mean, obviously it's Eggman's because he has the statue in it, but it's just
the statue.
and all the sort of that's great the twist.
The moon that looms large over the stage is actually that of Earth's moon and Jupiter's moon Ganymede fused together. This gives it a creepy face like Luna Maria. What the fuck is a Luna Maria? Yeah, it's really cool. Really cool.
The Eggman Neo Metal Sonic statue is
I think that's outstanding.
It's a touch of genius. I mean, what a great hint, and it's neat. It's so neat.
It's good storytelling.
It's very neat. Yeah, good environmental storytelling. I love the pumpkin ghosts. I think they're fucking iconic.
Funny.
They're a pain in the ass, but they are iconic.
How do you feel about the upside down gimmick?
Love that. It's very cool.
Works. It doesn't always work but it does work.
No, but exactly. But it is not milked. It works. You feel it. It's weird. It adds to it. It's smooth. It's seamless. And again, another classic trope of heroes. I think the ending of Team Sonic and Team Darks is so good. You're running up a building which has been inverted with upside down waterfalls coming out of giant stone archways and spikes coming at you. It's just, and you're running towards the sky, which is at the bottom. It's just incredible. I mean, what an amazing thing to be doing.
Yeah.
I love it. And then of course the song, which is let me just get
crank it up. Yeah, because it's outstanding. It is absolutely
both
outstanding.
Are good, but I prefer the normal version.
I'm just watching before you play it, the playthrough of Team Dark when you're running down the building.
It's
You're
awesome.
also running towards the moon and the face, which just looks incredible.
Yeah.
Okay,
it's great.
Cue the tune, mate.
This bit. That fucking bit when it kicks off is so good.
It's epic.
And inverted is great as well. No, I adore it. I think it's very strong.
Do you know what
I may
sampling?
end up moving it up one later, but I don't. But we'll see. For now, I think it's good there. No, I don't. Do you?
No idea. Just wondering. Right. Such a funny little.
Eat cheese. Feel the year. Whatever the fuck. Yeah. But yeah, no. I also my final thing about it that's more of a sort of observation is all the flags and the sort of weird iconography of the eyes
and the
that
plants.
are closed and all that. Yeah, the plants are weird. The purple trees,
really
the purple
cool.
sort of reeds coming out. They're great.
Purple ivy.
What the hell does what are those symbols? It's great. It's very cool.
Agreed. Yeah, there's a lot of inscriptions on the wall. Not inscriptions, but like carvings of just stuff.
It's old. It's an old castle. So
is
somebody,
old,
it
yeah.
must have been built. Oh, yeah, it's good. It's fucking good.
It is. It's actually brilliant. I have ranked it higher, so I will come onto it when I tell you where I put it. But completely agree.
Yeah.
Completely agree. It's a
What was your 5 again? Just
excellent level. Power plant was my 5.
Yes,
So
yes,
I
yes,
think
yes,
that's fair.
of
Power
course.
plant and castle, nice.
Yeah.
Well,
Agreed.
number 4 for me.
Let me say mine because we've spoken about mine.
We've also spoken about mine, so hit me.
Oh, okay. Well, I've put Ocean Palace in.
What the fuck? The guy has put it so high. Why? I feel like you didn't justify that enough. You're going to have to fucking explain why you like Ocean Palace. What are you doing?
I mean, switch
fair.
this with Hand Castle. It may be better in 5th
You
place.
think Ocean Palace is better than Hand Castle? I mean, I'm not. It's not
really
insane.
I really like Ocean Palace.
Why?
A lot of reasons. I think from the get-go of it, you're in such an incredible environment. The palaces and the architecture has fascinated me for years. It is like no culture. I mean, the closest you could say is sort of Oriental, but barely. It's so unique and weird. The white and red, the sort of big whale statue. It doesn't feel like anything, and that's so rare when that's captured in design. And it's very good. Another example I can think of just near perfect design is just cite a different franchise is the design of the Reaper Leviathan in Subnautica, which is just like nothing. I mean, sort of like an oilfish, but barely.
Yeah, I'm just looking at it. You're right.
Originality that is so weird and just exciting.
It is
new.
distinct.
I
think partly the other games are to blame, like Generations, where you kind of get a bit numb to it because you've seen it so many times. But you're right, it is distinct.
And you're running on a beautiful blue ocean on a lovely day. It's all bright. It's nice. You have this great fucking song, which I will play again because I love it. No, not the song, just the solo, which is just stupidly good.
Go on then.
Let me just let this run. Wait, no, honestly, it's just too good.
All right, go.
I mean,
Wow.
what the fuck?
To be fair, that is unreal. I hadn't actually appreciated how good that is. That is so good. It's pure triumph, isn't it?
It's pure triumph.
Yeah.
It's such a joy.
No, I think you've actually
it fills you as you run through that level.
That has filled me with a new appreciation for that.
Doesn't
I
it?
did not know how good that was. That was unreal.
I was at a cafe and it came on and it really got
presumably
me
not in the cafe.
In what?
Presumably not on the...
Sadly,
the barista's like, fucking, I know this guy's going to want to hear this.
Oh, I wish. No. My headphones.
Yeah,
it got me hot and sweaty.
It is.
It was great.
It's big. It's
really,
so big. Really good.
It's such, and then it's great. And the back into it. It's that's my first point about it. That is what I think of first when I think of Ocean Palace. Is that amazing solo?
Yeah, that's fair. I just had not appreciated that as much as I probably should have.
Yeah. And then other things, architecture.
The architecture at the end, especially, is really cool.
I was against that. That was my last point. Ending of the level, fucking great. You kind of get to this courtyard and this big just standalone palace. It's beautiful. After that chase with the cows, which you didn't like.
I didn't like it.
Yes, their mechanics are a bit shit, but that's such a small part. They're these weird, very intimidating, massive, sharp boulders. Why are they called cows? KAO?
That is a thing. It's not random. I don't know.
Oh, yeah?
KAO.
Probably.
Is it sure it's KAO?
It's KAO. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I don't know.
Define. It's something in Chinese, I think. I'm not sure what. Don't know. But no. weird. No, it's they're great. They're really iconic and they're very distinct. And it's again sort of a big ending, a dramatic, tense, and then you get to and you're rewarded with a gorgeous building where it finishes. Love the turtles. That's nice. Oh, sorry. The turtles is inspired.
Yeah.
You get sent off a ramp and you fly above this massive view of a herd of turtles.
I guess
It's not a herd. No, sorry. What is it?
Collective noun for turtle. Bale. Interesting. I'd be fucking amazed if you dished out bale of turtle.
Wild. Great quiz question, that.
Yeah.
As I was saying, no, you fly above a bale of turtles, heading towards the palace that you're going to get to, and you jump across their shells on planet, which is just so good.
Yeah,
what a great thing! Another great thing to be doing.
It is epic. That I also flagged that.
Sorry, after that, I'm keeping that in fourth place. I just think it's so good.
Fair. That's a robust defense. I'm for that. No, I'm happy with where it is. In my heart, that is how I feel about it, but I'm fully appreciative of everything you've said.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Who built those buildings? That's the last thing. Who made that?
Well, that is an Eggman, whereas the castle arguably is Eggman on a Halloween day.
Yeah.
Although it's very old. I feel like he appropriated them rather than...
Probably from his ancestors.
It is ancien, yeah.
Maybe it was Gerald.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah. Unlikely, but maybe.
Probably not, but who knows? Yeah. Anyway.
No, a bit like Hex Eco, I think we're supposed to believe it's an ancient civilization that used to live there. But I think actually one of them might say that, which is cool. That's so cool in itself.
It's very cool. Yeah. Yes.
It props to that Love Ocean Palace.
And the whale worship thing is great.
Yeah,
all the statues.
Yes, they all have kind of whale tails, don't they?
Yeah.
I swear that's a sexual thing. Whale tail, maybe not.
Whale tail. It's definitely
mate, it's a G-string.
Yeah, that's it. That's the first picture that comes up.
Yeah, nice. They all fucking love whale tail.
it's just
a palace.
Whale tail worship.
Yeah. My number 4 is Frog Forest, which we have discussed.
Good.
But this is what I like about it. You ready?
Go on.
It's basically everything you said. I think sense of scale, greenery, the plants, the frogs, the massive mushrooms, so cool.
Oh, yeah.
Love that Knuckles is like, we have mushrooms like that in my island, but not as big.
Is that what he says?
He does, he does. As they're flying around it, he does. In the same way Amy mentions the egg carrier in...
And Casinopolis.
Yeah.
Frontiers does that as well. It's great,
Yeah, but
I mean, Frontiers milks it fucking dry.
But milks isn't even like enough. It's just literally
an understatement.
Yeah, it's too much.
But no, that's another example of nice referencing to other games.
Absolutely, yeah. I think it's just as you so well said. It is just a breath of fresh air. Such a joyous, exciting. It's also probably the fastest level. You get those big sections where you bomb down the green roads and do the loop-de-loops, and I love going around the mushroom. Yeah, that's fucking cool.
That's gorgeous. And when you fall into them and you fall past the glowing green mushrooms, that's very nice.
Yeah, I think it's only hindered by it's slightly repetitive, slightly.
Yeah, ever so slightly. In the same way Seaside Hill is, but
I love I think it's the jungle aesthetic is so nice, so nice. Does it rain when? Yeah, and that mechanic's cool when the frogs ribbit and then it creates a path for you.
Nice.
That is again evolved and expanded on in Lost Jungle, but I think it's introduced really nicely here and makes it's not a gimmick that gets old. No. Just the idea of giant frogs fucking jumping around is just really cool.
It's great, big green frogs. Yeah, it's lovely.
It's beautiful. I think that's the reason I've ranked it so high. It's such a beautiful level, and it's
stunning.
It allows. I think I'm right in saying that it. What is that? Is that a frog? Nice.
That's my frog.
Yeah, I always like those plants that you jump on. The like spring kind of equivalents. Those fruit things are really cool.
Oh, they're lovely.
It's just so pretty, and the skybox is beautiful with the infinite amount of mushrooms. It's
stretching.
A very nicely integrated level. Yeah, it's huge, massive scale.
Skybox. I fucking love Hero Skybox. They're so good.
Yeah, they're amazing.
They're always great. Yeah.
Yeah. No, love it. Absolutely love it.
Good.
So I'm going to tell you my 3.
Here we go.
Yeah,
Top
we're
3
into
now.
we're into top 3. So my 3, I have put Handcastle at 3.
Interesting.
So again, as you said, Halloween aesthetic is not my vibe, but I think Heroes is a little bit of an exception.
Well, actually, no. Wait, just to add to that, Halloween is not. Gothic is. I fucking love
good
anything
distinction.
Gothic, which is what Handcastle is.
Exactly, which is
more
why
so.
actually I think this. Because to be fair, Cryptic Castle I
Halloween's-
love as well.
Yeah.
But this isn't Halloween.
That's-
This is
no,
it's
no.
Gothic.
This is Gothic.
Gothic. Yeah, that's fair. That's fair.
With a hint of that, but still Gothic. No, sorry,
Undeniable
yeah, very,
hint.
very important.
But
to
it doesn't
state
cloud it or make
No, not
it
at
like
all.
cringe
No.
and annoying.
No.
It's there and it's cool.
That. Yeah, exactly.
I think Handcastle is an outstanding level. I think the upside down gimmick is amazing. The plants, the smoke coming out of the windows. You notice that? Fucking cool.
Yes, I did. It's great.
There's an area about halfway through where you land in like a Chamber of Secrets type green poison area.
Yes, I know what you mean. Really weird that.
Fucking
very
cool.
unique. Very
Yeah,
cool.
Just really
Yeah.
cool. I love that
There's
bit.
a key hidden there.
There is
for
in
Team Chaotic.
Team Chaotic,
Behind
absolutely.
you, which can be hard to
Yeah,
spot.
yeah. And there's like really interesting design faces with stalactites coming down off the faces, pouring the poison into the green pool. Just really cool.
I didn't look at those. Let me
Yeah,
get that
they're
up
really,
in
really
a
cool.
playthrough.
It's just before the bit where you have the invisible fire path.
I know exactly
which
what
is
you mean,
neat.
yeah.
And then that kind of annoying bit where you have to fly up and pull the handle's tails.
Let me just get it up. That's there, I
Pause.
believe. Oh, those
Shouldn't be hard with Handcastles.
Yeah, fucking immediate. Yeah, the big axe skulls.
Yeah,
They're very cool.
Very
They're
cool.
everywhere. I like how they swing around.
yeah, they
Yeah,
are.
what the hell are they? That's so unique.
I know, but amazing. The Metal Sonic thing is just epic. The statue that
that's
when you
inspired.
flip is, yeah.
It's
I wonder how
just
many people
such
go
a
through the
neat
level and
touch.
don't notice that. I mean, it's hard
Yeah.
not to, but the finish is inside him as well, which is really cool.
Mm.
It is. It's perfect. Actually, it's just I wish there was more of that.
Also, the introduction of the Egg Wizard and the Egg
Egg
Bishop,
King,
who
King
I
Egg
love.
Bishop. Yeah, we love the Egg
They're a
Bishop.
pain in the... Oh, you know what else is great?
They are a pain.
They reappear in Sonic Rush. So cool.
Yes, they do. Yeah.
Lovely. It's great that he decided to recommission them.
Yeah,
for-
get them out again.
them
Wheel the
back
old boys
out.
out. Yeah, it's
nice.
great. Fucking cool. Absolutely
what a
love
fucking
it. The
level.
music
I'm
is,
just
as we've
watching it
discussed,
now,
the
it's so
music.
good.
Same. The music is absolutely outstanding.
It's very strong.
As is the moon. And again, variation, like no repetition there. You really do feel
Oh,
like you're
not at
going
all.
into lots of different areas. The inversion thing and the way the soundtrack changes helps amplify that.
Constantly stimulating.
The Team Chaotix level is cool as well with the keys.
Yeah,
That's
good.
nice.
I love
the finding.
I love the text that appears when you hit the switch. It goes,
Oh yes, the kind of cryptic
sort of weird graphics. What's
Yeah.
the word? Icons.
Yeah.
Iconography. You know what I mean.
It's
What are they
symbols. They're like symbols.
Yeah, that's great.
So
It's really cool.
why is there an Eggman statue? I think he put that in.
He probably put it there, and
Yeah,
then
I don't think that was there in the OG castle.
Neo
I'm not
Metal
gonna lie. And
added
then,
that.
then the
It's
guy
so
came in
cool.
and was like, "I'm gonna fucking switch that up."
which is you
He
know what you
looks
could. I mean,
amazing.
really,
Look at how
really.
big his spike is so big.
I'm right on it. The candles in his eyes are great.
Yeah.
What's a nice way to really read into it as him being a Sonic doppelganger is that is quite Sonic behavior, that isn't it?
It is, yeah.
To do that, so
It is.
that works.
Yeah,
that
it's a good
makes
shout.
sense.
It's a good shout.
It's nice.
It's very
Oh
cool.
yeah, and then this final run. Oh, it's so cool.
Yeah, we love
Wow.
Handcastle. Absolutely love
Wow.
it. I've
Big
got
fan,
nothing else
big
good.
fan.
I have almost nothing bad
we've,
to say about it.
we've
to be
covered
honest.
everything
It's
about it.
just
It's great.
fucking
Yeah,
fantastic.
there's not a lot. You're right. It's towards the moon. God,
But
Very
I
good.
think there are two levels that are stronger.
I agree.
So I think we might have harrowed down to the same two.
No, my three.
Oh, sorry,
different.
you haven't said your number 3. So what's your number 3? What's your Handcastle
My
equivalent?
Handcastle equivalent. Number 3 is Lost Jungle.
Okay, interesting.
Do you know what my number 2 is? No. Good. Okay, I'll save it until I get there.
Well, I could work it out, but I can't.
Yeah. No.
Can't
don't,
quickly.
don't. It's fine. Lost Jungle. What a great level. Going through it again for this was so just fun. And this, again, I mean, I always start on the music, but I think the music is really unique.
Yeah,
It's
is.
sort of weird, like sort of chaotic jazz. It's just which works so well with the thick undergrowth that you're fighting through.
Yeah, play it.
I think it's really unique. It's
Very cool.
It's so distinct.
It actually is very unique. The way it undulates
it's
like
not,
that.
I'm realizing now it's like no other song.
Yeah, it's kind of genreless. It's just
it's quite don't know. Yeah, you can't place it. It's great. I think the level design of is outstanding.
Yeah.
I think it's so good, and you're properly exploring. There's so much happens. You're going in and out of vines. You're going through roots. You're going up sort of trees. You get chased by a fucking alligator, which is fantastic.
They're also
That's
unbelievably
brilliant.
difficult.
Yeah, very hard.
Unbelievable, especially
the like
with
Team
Dark when the
Dark
rhythm
teas.
changes and some of
That's
the vine.
horrible. Yeah.
I actually, just to add to that,
go on.
I did not think at the start of this process I would rate Lost Jungle as highly, but actually, it is amazing as a level. It's so interesting. There's so much going on, as you say.
Yeah, there is. And it's I like how it's all in a big pond. That sort of adds to it.
The swamp. It's a swamp. Yeah.
Sorry, not pond, swamp. Yeah, which is great. The purple mushroom caves, which is nice. No, not caves, sort of, but the glowing purple mushrooms compared to the green ones in Frog Forest is nice. I like, like I said, like how it's low down, very different fields Frog Forest, but clearly the same environment. The black frog gimmick is great. Pain in the arse. Introduction of the egg hammer as well, which is nice. First time it appears. Fucking love the egg hammers. They're good. It's nice to see them being made in Final Fortress in Team Sonic Racing.
Yeah, that's really cool.
Carried across.
That's really cool.
Just the atmosphere is great. The weird sort of sprouting plants. If you look at a fern that's about to unfold, as in real life, there's loads of that everywhere, which is nice.
Yes, I know what you mean.
It's a good detail. Yeah, good plants. Everything, all of that. Good lily pads. Love it. It's just good stuff.
Okay. So that was your number 3. What the hell is your number 2? Well, I'll go first and tell you what my number 2 is, which will obviously then reveal what the number 1 is, but we'll keep that.
Yeah.
My number 2 is Lost Jungle. I put Lost Jungle as number 2.
So.
For the reasons being obviously just the iconic Black Frog quote. It always makes me laugh.
It's that black frog again.
It's like, what? The swamp vibe is amazing. The KO finding mission in Chaotix is a personal favourite.
It's so fun. Yes, I forgot about that. It's very fun. That. Yes.
It's just so interesting. There's just so much going on. The designs, it keeps the classic Sonic aesthetic with the checkboard thing as well, which I think is really nice. But it adds such a unique twist to it. You really feel like you're in under the... You like it down in it as opposed to up above it with Frog Forest. The alligator's just awesome, although horrible, but really good. I used to find the end of this level fucking difficult. Really, really, really difficult.
I remember it's to
the point actually of almost unpleasant, but now it's fine. If you fuck the rhythm up once, no mate, I can do it flawlessly.
Sure.
Unlike you. The all of the plant life is fascinating. The jungle bit is particularly cool. There's also a lot of route variation in how you traverse the terrain, which is really cool. More so than other levels.
You can grind on routes.
Usually
you can't really see. But
exactly.
You can.
Usually there is a high route, a low route, and then sometimes even a route that if you're quick enough you can take if you get to it before the black frogs kill all the fruit, which is cool. The flower, unlike an egg fleet,
great level design.
Unlike an egg fleet where it doesn't work, the flower thing where you shoot through the environment on the daisy is amazing. And if you fall off, you can jump on the vines.
I love that.
It's just so cool. You're constantly switching and moving through a non-repeating terrain. Fighting the egg hammers on the platforms that are really high up is a bit annoying. And a bit painful. But other than that,
Also, the bit right at the end, just before the alligator chase, it glitches a lot because sometimes, you know how the vine appears as you go on it.
Yeah.
As you grind on it, sometimes you go too fast and you just don't
Yep.
hit the spring when it should. I don't know, but again,
very minor.
Yeah,
it's great.
Very good.
It's an extremely
fucking good level.
interesting
I had a
level.
similar reaction to it when I did it as well. I didn't think I'd like
when
it.
I
But
actually
I just
looked
got
at it,
a lot out of it.
Exactly. When I actually looked at it from an analytical point of view and in terms of how it's made, I was like, God, this is just flawless and so interesting.
Yeah.
And the weaving and the way the vines grow as you fly through them is just fantastic. And coupled with the brilliant music. What is your number 2?
Power Plant.
Okay,
That's where I put it.
All right. Why do you love it so much?
I love Power Plant, and I mean, you said all the reasons why, and I agree with all of them and more. The trees are so good. They're so good. There's a real sense of movement in it. From right as you start off, the cranes are spinning around. The car, you're closer to the sort of vehicles that are flying. That you see in Grand Metropolis down way below you. You're close to them, so it feels more sort of everything's moving more. It feels more mechanical. Everything's busy, which isn't the case in Grand Metropolis. There's a slight quietness there, which I think is intentional because the city's empty and it's been taken over by near Metal Sonic's robots, which is obviously intentional. But Power Plant's busier, which I like. Yeah, I fucking love the ecospheres. They're great. That's such a cool speed sort of way of gaining speed. It's great.
Yeah. It chucks you around it, doesn't it?
It hurls you. The Hex, obviously Hex Eco, more more Hex Eco love. We love to see it. I love the warehouse bit. Do you know what I mean?
Yes.
The very tall, thin room which has the grind rails. That is it's such fun to get through it. You can go the bottom route, you can go the grind rails, you can go the top route platforms.
Yeah.
I love that because it's just storage areas
of what
I love
energy.
I guess.
It's
It's energy. It's great.
So cool.
Energy, equipment. Who knows?
The only part of that level I actually find really it's fine, but it's boring. Are the lifts.
Yeah, they're a pain, but there's only 2.
But they can go on a bit. Yeah. Although it does give you the option to shoot through them if you speed dash up.
Yeah, which I love, and I did do last time I played it just to do it. It was fun. It's quite hard though because the camera makes it very difficult.
Yeah, I bet you reloaded 45 times,
hundreds of times. But I like the Camerons. They're introduced there. The Camerons are fucking iconic. Sorry, speaking of Camerons, all of the enemies in this game are so good and so unique.
Yeah, big up Falco.
Really distinct. Oh fuck yeah! I fucking love big up Falco. So true. Falco is outstanding. You barely see the guy.
A big appearance in Robot Storm, I think.
Loads. He is Falco is pretty relentless. He's
pain in the arse.
He's hard. You would not. He just wouldn't stop.
No,
he's fucking brutal.
He's actually a bit like a mini Egghorn.
I like that he's got a face. Yeah. Egg Bird. Falco, what a weird name.
Falco.
Yeah, Egg Hammers, E2000s, the debut of the iconic Egg Pawn. I love the flappers. I like all the flapper variants. Egg Bishop, Egg Wizard, the casino team. I just the fucking Rhino line, the Rhino line is the Pumpkin Ghost. Claggons, they're so iconic and they're great. And yes, Camerons are fucking iconic and they fit right in Hexagon because they're hexagonal robot turtles. It's just brilliant. And then finally, which no one can touch it enough, the fucking HQ, which you don't even see unless you stop and look up. It's this massive, gorgeous, bright green building, huge building, a wide skyscraper, and that's where the fire, the power plant you ascend with the rising lava. That's where that is. I love that you end on top in what looks like a sort of, I don't know, I mean, it's not an office, but it could be the office of the CEO of Hexaeco. It's great, but it's this nice glass sort of space, and then the finish is there. One of the best endings. I love it. You end in the core of the company. It's just great.
It's so cool.
That's why. And then, as you said, the music I think is inspired. I think I've been humming that song all my life. It's such a good
since birth.
since birth.
I love the big
it's a great
rotating
song.
lights. You know what I mean? There's like
Yeah, I know just what you mean. The green hexagonal lights
Yeah,
that have sort of rotating beams coming out.
yeah,
Great.
super cool. And you
It's
shoot through
just
the
so
you
good.
shoot through the floor at the end as well. No, it's epic, epic. It's totally justified there. It probably is about like, all of these last 5: Power Plant, Frog Forest, Sandcastle, Lost Jungle, all pretty much at the same level, I would say.
Yeah.
However, there's a big boy that sits ahead.
There is a clear big boy.
There's a
It's
clear
just
winner.
An undisputed winner.
I'm just gonna let's just let it run for a bit. It's coming from me. Here we go.
Sick.
Guys, she's coming in the background.
That kick beat is so good.
So good. Wait, I'm going to play it till the breakout in a minute, so it gets
please
even
do.
better.
Fucking please do. Yes! It's so evil, isn't it?
This bit.
Here it fucking comes. It's so good. They're like that background, sort of funky bit is so good.
Yeah, I mean,
It's what
out.
the fuck.
Standing.
Such a good song.
Probably top 5 Sonic level songs of all time.
Ever. Yeah, I agree.
I think it is pretty much flawless,
masterpiece,
and
that song.
it is, and it doesn't loop anything. It's just not like it's the same thing. It's
No, it's got 6 sections.
yeah, it is so huge. It's hard to even, and it's just absolutely iconic as well. Absolutely iconic.
It really is. It's what an incredible. It's just incredible. I've just written here the best song.
It is. Yeah, I've written. It's outstanding, and the fact that I think. Did we talk about? No, was it in your quiz questions? I can't remember. It's the music is segmented depending on where you're on the level. That's
so
fucking
well.
amazing. Good
Adaptive
storytelling.
soundtrack. We love to. We love to see that.
Yeah.
Well, I don't, but we do.
So for niche reasons.
Yeah.
It's
No, I mean, where to
just,
start with this fucking.
I don't know. I can't.
Well, they all start in the same place.
Yeah, nice. They do. I think what made me just immediately decide, yes, it has to be number 1, is how interesting the different parts of the level is. So if we just take the Team Sonic, Team Dark journey, just some standout areas are the fucking spider web room.
That's great.
It's just on another level to the other levels. So to the other levels somehow. It's just, where are you in the castle? The giant skeleton that moves depending on what you put the thing in. The fucking cave, the underground cave that you go through the cart room is just insane.
Next level.
It is so cool when you break out into that space.
Yeah.
Then you go into like a pocket dimension.
No, there is no way any other level could have taken first place. It is the audacity of this
It's
level
outrageous.
is unreal.
You go into this like it's insane, I don't know, mono scheme kind of hypnotic
Water
space
like floating, yeah,
and different, and then you
liquid
activate the shapes, and then you're in this
balls.
like it changes depending on which team you are and gives you different challenges, and then obviously
and then you get out and
the
then
fucking
you're
end, and it's like, was any of it real in the first place anyway, or were you always in this idyllic, unbelievably interesting kind of
lovely
idyllic bucolic countryside landscape, which is just
so
not
nice.
very Sonic as well,
No,
which
not
is what
at
makes
all.
it so interesting.
Yeah.
It's outstanding. It's just a fucking brilliant level. And then it
so
leaves you with the
much to love in
question, was any of it even there?
Yeah, which is great. I know, or is it all just an illusion?
Yeah.
Oh, it's so good. Further highlights from me: the wallpaper in the opening rooms. Get me that wallpaper. is so
Someone get the guy the wallpaper.
and the carpeting is so good. These weird skull patterns that look outstanding. The sort of rich gothic dark red with the cream color.
Yeah.
It's really good. You go from room to room. They're all different. You know what I fucking love? The first time that you meet a heavy egg hammer. Fuck
comes
the
out.
heavy egg hammers.
They're
They're
pain in the
cunts.
arse. Yeah.
But
Pain in
the
the
room
arse.
he's in, if you find it in the playthrough, above him is this stained glass window, and it's fucking awesome. It's so cool, and it has a shadow. No, not a shadow. You know, a reflection. Well, you know, what fuck is it? You know, the lighting of it goes on the floor, which is where the heavy egg hammer is standing, and it's fucking cool. That's one of the, you know, just the stairs, the pumpkin ghost, the little ponds, the fountains,
so
the
cool.
hallways, the lightning outside.
Yeah.
Team Chaotix' level is quite different. I played it recently.
Yeah, it
it's
is
fucking hard, that one.
It
the
is
extra
hard
mission.
with the annoying lights.
But there's a weird laser room at the end.
Yes.
which is very cool.
Yeah.
No, sorry, back to the cave.
The cave.
You go. So
the
you're
cave.
already in this bizarre building, this ancient mansion.
You go into a
can tell so
mine.
much happen, and you go underneath this massive building, and you're in this massive stalagmite, whatever, fucking cave.
Yeah.
Which is just first. If first you're on a grind, you're in a sort of mine. Then you come out in a lake, an underground lake, and you're grinding along the surface of it with rhino liners going fast by you, past the. It's so awesome.
Every room is amazing. You just have to applaud the designers of this level, because it's just they must have just been like, right, now we're gonna let's just chuck in a fucking lake, let's chuck in a cavern. Now we're gonna have this insane hypnotic non-space.
And the dimension is so. I always used to get so excited by that.
Yeah.
Whenever I played it, I always wanted to get there and to just see what the fuck is going on, because it's so cool. And and then of course the ending, which is just the best thing, which is the best thing ever.
It's standout.
Inspired.
It's really standard, because it goes beyond like the Halloween theme. There's just so much going on.
It like just warping reality. You know, you're lost, and you're truly. It's just a haunted mansion done so well.
Perfectly, yeah. And the gameplay's outstanding.
And playing the level's great fun.
Yeah, and it's a good like the cave section introduces an element of speed that is otherwise lacking, which is really cool. Plus the kind of it actually makes you really think. You can't speed through the level, which I like. You can't speed through the level. Like there's that room. You will know what I'm talking about when you enter it, and it looks like it's a dead end. I think they usually say, "Oh, it's a dead end," and actually you have to backtrack and jump down a hole underneath the balcony area, which when you've been in the room like that before was actually water.
Yes.
So it changes it, and
that's right after.
That's so good. That's just such a good touch. It's just fucking brilliant. And the lake bit is insane. I'm just looking at it now. You've got
isn't it?
You've got just statues in the rocks.
And fire coming out of them. It's awesome. I know. It's
an audaciously brave level. It really is.
That's the first thing I said. It is just the audacity of this level is unreal. I mean, how could they do something so big?
Yeah. Yeah,
it's just
then
huge.
They whack in They must have just been like, okay, we've got a fucking bomb here. Let's spend an additional amount of time on the soundtrack, make it adaptive, make it even better.
It's just so good.
It is. It's fucking brilliant.
It's fucking amazing.
It's a clear winner for both of us.
Yeah, I agree. I very quickly had it at the top, and
same.
No
I knew as soon
it.
as I was like, same. I kind of scored, and it's like. Yeah, miles above it. Well, not miles. It is far above it.
It is one of the best levels in the entire franchise. I'm
Agreed.
going on record and saying that.
Agreed. Probably is. Yeah. With the best tune. Interesting. I would have never, if I had put no thought into it, I would never thought I'd say that would be a haunted castle level. But it's so much more than that.
You never think. Yeah, it is. It really is.
Okay, we finished our level run through. Final thing to discuss.
Yeah.
The bosses.
Yes.
I'm just gonna. I think that we just don't spend too much time with it. They're not. I would say overall, the bosses in this game are kind of weak. I don't.
Great.
I don't think this game lends itself. The mechanics of this game does not lend itself to the way the boss fights are set up, because you basically the power, other than Egg Emperor, I don't think the power up scheme actually works in any of them. Doesn't
no,
it?
it doesn't.
It doesn't
No, it
matter.
doesn't.
So
It just
you
makes it a
basically
bit faster. That's
yeah,
it, really.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You basically that in Air Game for it does matter, which actually is probably one of the better bosses. Well, I think it is.
Yes.
But
I
in all the
agree.
others, it's basically like spam as hard and fast as you can, and hope you don't fall off a cliff or miss, and then it fucks off again.
And I hope you get lucky.
Yeah.
A lot of the time as well.
So they're not great. I don't.
What's
think.
your least favorite
So
one?
I'll just go through all of them. My least favorite are the team battles. I
Yeah,
think
back to that.
I think
That's
they're
exactly what I
literally
put.
shit. I think
Team
they
battles
make
are
no
rubbish.
sense. If you're trying to
They're
A rank
crap.
them, they're crap. It's
Well, it's
random.
luck.
It is
Pure
totally.
luck.
It's pure luck. Pure and
And just the noise is horrible. There's just noise of like as you're doing it. It's horrible.
Yeah, they're literally just yelling shit throughout. There are some iconic lines in the cutscenes.
Yes. Bow, bow, bow.
Yes,
It's a great song. That.
Great tunes.
love
Just
Monkey
listen.
Business.
Yeah, of course. Just listen to this.
That one.
Yeah, that's obviously classic.
That's Monkey Business. Such a nice cheeky little-
It is very naughty. I love that one.
What are you gonna put on?
I'm just gonna. No, I'm gonna put on. No,
Please,
no,
Chuck,
we've
Strange Guys.
already heard that.
No, we haven't. No, Strange Guys.
Oh, have we not? Okay, I'll put it on a minute. Just listen. Oh, no.
That's great.
Nice. Listen to
Back
this.
when event soundtracks were great.
Yes, true. Just listen to this shit.
Go on.
Are you playing with that girl's heart again, Sonic?
Fucking stupid.
Shit.
Also,
Again,
why are they
Knuckles,
beating the shit out of each
fucking
other?
Dad Knuckles.
Yeah.
Weird thing to say.
It's fucking
Playing
weird.
that
Oh,
bit.
it's so painful.
You just know he doesn't talk to any women.
No, so painful. I mean,
Yeah, why? Amy Big, they're chums from DX.
and they are beating
formed
the shit out of
strong
each other.
bonds,
They're
and
chucking each other off
it's
the
just
top
silly.
of buildings. It's just, it's dumb as fuck. I hate it. It's stupid. I get it. It's the team battle thing. They kind of done it in. Well, Sonic Battle didn't even come out yet, had it?
No.
No.
Same year, but no. No, sorry. Battle was 1 year after.
Yeah.
But,
yes,
yeah.
Yeah, no, it's just.
Another shit. Especially the worst
Oh
one.
no, you know, Bad Battle was the same. Was just after.
it?
Maybe
Yeah.
that was what inspired it. No,
Maybe.
they came out at exactly the same time.
Oh, nice.
That's why that's in there. That's why it's in
The
there.
worst one of the team battles is the Frog Forest one. It's just shit.
Yeah, it's crap. Hate it.
Bad.
Loathe
Poor
it.
control.
Rubbish.
Yeah,
Then my
agreed.
next one is Robot Carnival and Storm.
Yeah, Rebecca, yeah. I love the song.
Yeah, the song's good. I love
Get
the song.
them!
I
That's
love
great.
the song.
That's
yeah.
iconic.
I also love it when he goes.
That's really good.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's a good tune. When he goes ballistic, one of the teams.
Someone says, no, Sonic just calls him a very normal insult. It's very tame compared to what else he said to him. And he goes, ah!
He starts
And he
smashing.
smashes his
Which is weird because that's Neo Metal Sonic. So why is he so
Great.
Larry? I don't know. Yeah.
Mustache moron. That's when,
Yeah.
that's when he gives it away.
Yes. Fuck it. Yes, he does. He gives it away. Fucking moron.
Vector's like, oh.
Yeah. Starts clocking the guy.
Who
Obviously the
does
only
that?
fucking cognizant one of
I
that team.
love that scene. Yeah.
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 So
yeah.
not. I just
No.
repetitive.
Robot Storm
fucking
goes on
repetitive.
for way
and
too long.
So you fly through all the different areas. Yeah, it's just not
Yeah, they're
great.
just no.
Good.
It's
It is a
big.
good tune. I
It's
agree
very,
with that.
it's a very good.
Then
Song.
I've put Egghawk mid.
Yeah.
Worthless consumer models.
I agree. Yeah, it's about there.
It's just mid. And if you want to A rank it, you
It's
have to
easy.
hard
It's quick.
smash,
Yeah.
hard smash.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then he
Both
says,
routers are gone.
which
Shit,
is
rah.
fucking great. Actually.
Yeah.
I
That's
I tried to find shit.
Shit,
I
rah.
can't find it.
Yeah.
Or tails.
I like
Jay.
the Egghawk.
Um,
Egghawk's iconic. Oh.
Egghawk is iconic.
But, yeah. I also like that he brings it back in the Albatross.
No, so that are we aligned on those three? Because there are three left.
Yes.
So
we
in
are.
third place, I put Metal Madness.
Yeah,
Overlord.
back there, Metal Man. Yeah,
'Cause again,
this
like-
is the same as mine.
Yeah, it's cool.
Yeah.
How appropriate to have a robot overlord
Please.
rule
It's
a
not even
robot
madness.
kingdom.
That's Overlord.
Painful. painful. It's cool. The obviously Metal Madness is epic. Love the
Metal
design. The
Madness is
concept is
unreal.
incredible. Obviously,
insane.
we love the transformation. We love the
Yes.
story where he does that shit.
Don't get me started
No,
on
the
that
guy loves
cutscene. The guy can quote
all
word
of it,
for word
all
the
of it.
cutscene. So good.
Fucking weirdo.
I think the video of him transforming is fucking good.
Yeah, it's amazing.
It's really cool.
That
Spikes shooting
deserves-
out of him, everything joining together.
That deserves
The
special
eyes
shout
going
out. The
and then it comes in.
Yes, the
great.
cutscene where he transforms is incredible.
It's stellar.
It's one of the best
really good.
big reveals of
Yeah.
end game
Yeah.
in 3D Sonic, end game Sonics. It's just fucking brilliant. I love
He becomes a dragon basically.
He becomes a metal dragon,
when he gets wings, which
Yeah.
is so good, and then flies off into the stormy sky. It's
Yeah.
so cool.
above the egg fleet. It's amazing.
Yeah, Metal Madness is third. I agree.
Yeah.
Most people won't put Egg Albatross this high.
No,
People don't like that boss at all.
No.
I just love this song.
Wait, we're not fucking there yet.
Yeah, we are.
No, we're not. I've got 2 left. We've got there's the second place as well. Are you putting Albatross at 2?
No. I'm saying that because it's high up.
Yeah, I know
No,
it's high up,
that's all.
but we're not. Are we done talking about Metal Madness and Overlord? I mean, there's not much more to say. It's not that great a boss. It's
No,
kind
the
of.
team thing is like necessary, but not.
But
great.
when
It's
you're
fine.
in
It's all right.
Mad Overlord, which is the second phase 2, it's literally like a piece of piss, isn't it? It's so easy.
What, Metal Overlord?
Yeah.
Yes.
You just do Team Blast like 14 times and then he dies, basically.
Isn't it cool that he is untouchable even in super forms? The only thing that can damage him is a Team Blast,
yeah.
a super Team
that is
Blast, which
cool.
is insane.
It is cool.
He's truly
His
invulnerable.
dialogue as he talks is as
That's
you're fighting him is
a shame.
literal shit. But
just
other than that,
ignore it.
Yeah, you just have to
Fine.
ignore it.
Just
It
ignore the
really
guy.
ruins his image. He
He's
needs
just
to shut
chatting
the
shit.
fuck up.
He needs to zip it. Yeah.
He does. He just needs to stop. What was he hoping to do? So he was that was his most powerful form. Then he was just going to rule every. He was
Yeah.
going to turn all of the environments we've seen
gonna
henceforth into robot
Roboticize everything and
Which is-
defeat Sonic.
and defeat Sonic, which is
Those are his two
which
aims.
is his incentive.
As
Isn't
we
it?
discussed, is Metal Sonic's given purpose, which is so cool.
Fucking cool.
So technically, he's one of Eggman's most successful and
He is.
efficient
He gets
robots.
all the way.
No, but I mean, he's one determined guy.
And
you know?
just
He
to reiterate,
stops
Neo
at
Metal
nothing.
Sonic, just as a design, is
it's so interesting.
fucking amazing.
And as you said, doesn't get nowhere near enough screen time. I wish we could have seen more of him. He's
Yeah.
so interesting.
He is
I love the spikes
beautiful.
coming out of his legs.
Yeah.
I like his waist cloak.
His belt. He's got a kind of kinky belt.
He's got a very kinky belt. Yeah, and he's great. The spikes, yeah.
His clown shoes are kind of
Clown
weird.
shoes, yeah, really weird, but work very well. He's outstanding. He's so cool.
I love him. He's brilliant.
I stand by
Proper menacing.
my younger self was taken and obsessed with the long zoom in of him standing atop the crashed Egg
it's
Fleet ship,
fucking
and he
cool.
fucking says, "All living things kneel before your master."
Yeah.
It's so cool.
It is.
And then sends a bolt of lightning from his finger into the sky. It is mad. It's just awesome. It's awesome.
Sorry, that was
Fucking what was that?
quick insert Team Blast.
A Chaotix recital team.
Yeah. I was just trying to get that bit. Here we go. Who's this?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Da-da-da-da! Yeah.
All living things kneel before your master.
He also, sadly, Metal Overlord doesn't sound like that.
Nah.
His voice changes.
He sounds quite Darth
That's
Vader.
better.
Yeah, it is.
Anyway,
he's
fucking class.
epic.
He's so cool. A personal fave of mine. It's good to see him in Speed Sim, but he looks a bit shit.
Yeah, he's nowhere near as clean.
Just looks silly,
And
yeah.
actually, good point to mention another thing I fucking love about Heroes, which is the renders of the characters, the shininess and how
Oh,
juicy
yeah,
they are.
they're
is
so nice and colourful.
Good. It's so
It just-
delicious.
yeah,
The like
it's yummy.
concept, not concept art, the
Beautiful.
like promo art
Yes,
of them.
yes.
Fucking love the renders.
I know exactly
Look how
which
good
one you mean.
Chaotix look. They look amazing.
I know. They're just so juicy. Yeah, and saturated.
I love the
Very
vibrancy.
nice.
Love
Yeah.
the vibrancy. It's so
Yes,
fucking
it's
cool.
great. I agree.
I've
It looks
put-
so appealing.
I've put Egg Emperor at number 2.
I forgot that one.
You
Yeah.
just forgot.
Wait, what? So where have you put Albatross and Overlord?
No, so it goes Team Battle, Robot Carnival / Storm, Egghawk, Metal Madness / Overlord, Egg Emperor, and then I put Albatross at 1.
I've got Egg Emperor, then I've got Overlord, and then I've got Albatross.
Oh, I see. So we've switched those two around. I actually think Egg Emperor is a pretty decent boss, to be
Egg
honest.
Emperor's very cool. It's a very competent mech as well. It's a very good.
He seems
I love
formidable.
The big shield. Yeah, it's great. It's a very good.
He comes.
machine.
He comes.
He's in Generations 3DS.
No, he's also in. Is he? He's also in Sonic and Sega All Stars,
I think,
but
he
a
is.
purple version or something fucking weird like that.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
It's really niche. You have to do something quite specific.
No, mate, he's not.
No. What am I thinking of then?
Who knows? But you're wrong.
No, I'm not. There's definitely something like
Egg
that.
Emperor is in Heroes. He's mentioned in Shadow, apparently. Fuck knows when.
Yeah, when?
No way. Oh, that's cool. In Shadow, E123 Omega mentions the Egg Emperor when facing the Egg Breaker in Iron Jungle, who he notes bears a resemblance.
That
That's
is
so cool.
amazing. That's
And then
really
in
interesting.
Rivals, he's a card. No, he's not in it.
Okay,
he's only
sorry.
in
No, I know
JSDS.
he's not in it,
But I
think
know what you mean.
There's something very similar
Yes,
that looks
yes,
like
it's a purple egg hammer. That's what you're thinking
Yeah,
of.
it might be that. Yeah,
Which looks like him as
It's
well,
the only boss, as I mentioned before, it's the only boss which actually makes you use the power, like powering up element feature of the gameplay. And it does it quite well. It's good. It's good.
It does.
It's not not amazing, but it's good. And his intro is pretty cold as well.
It's very cool.
Prepare to meet your maker.
As he addresses each member of the team. It's very cool.
Yeah.
Very
and at which
cool.
point he's still near Metal Sonic, isn't he? So he's just unbelievably arrogant, basically.
Yeah.
I've put Egg Albatross at number 1 for one reason, which is this.
Yeah. Oh, it's so good. That thing is great as well.
I mean, it's fucking
What
great.
a fucking song.
It's
That like
such-
radio effect at the start, and then the it's so good. It's so hard. It's so Eggman. It's so
such
Eggman Empire
a tune.
vehicles shit. It sounds like the it's the same thing to it. It's just so him.
It's such a tune.
Yeah.
Hang on, because let me play the
agree.
YouTube, because the best part actually is his fucking line. Ready?
Sonic, look!
That thing's loaded with Eggman's weapons. Eggman, you're finished!
Ready all cannons! Open!
Oh yeah. That's so good.
And
It is. It's such a machine.
So good. He's just compounded a blimp, a fucking like another. It's a
just like a
blimp,
heavy
and then he's
carrier.
just chucked
It
the
isn't-
egg hawk on top.
It's
of
not
it.
that much, yeah. Which is why I really like it, because it isn't that sort of, I don't know, yeah.
I love the shot of him
like
when he
it.
says that line. It's like a panning shot around his cockpit
Yeah,
as he
yeah,
just
yeah.
sits on top
I
of
know.
it, and then it zooms out, and
Ready
you see the
all
like
cannons.
joke machine he's sitting in with the fucking egg pawns manning the guns. It's
Yeah, which is a
so
great touch.
good.
I know.
It's actually a fucking annoying boss because
Yeah,
he's
it's
so
shit.
easy to
It's
die.
rubbish to play,
I
but
just
no, the music and the gravitas of Eggman in it is outstanding.
I like it a lot.
Deem destroys that line.
He
of course.
absolutely takes it.
I really like, and again, I would love to look at more of this. Just the designs of Eggman's bosses in Heroes and Shadow, and SO2. But I
There's a
just-
homogeny in them, isn't there?
Yeah,
There's a
and it's really
consistency
nice.
across them.
I like them. Yeah, they're
agreed.
good. E.g. Egg Breaker, which Omega points out. Which is great.
And
Yeah.
Omega King. I
Oh,
love
yeah.
Omega so much.
Yeah.
He's also another big highlight of the game.
Oh, massive highlight! He's great.
Big
Is he at his best in this game? He's definitely.
Is
definitely
he
great in
at
this
his
game.
best in this game?
Shadow, I'd say he's at his worst. He just
He's
needs
poor
to
in
shut the
Shadow.
fuck
He's
up in
fucking
Shadow.
dreadful in Shadow. He is cool.
Are you
the
original?
He's cool in 06.
Yeah, but his voice is a bit weird. No,
His voice is a bit weird. He's
so
heavy,
slow. He's so
heavy
slow.
guy as well. Big footsteps. He doesn't really have much.
He hasn't got many other big roles. Let me just check when the guy also appears. He's in.
so
I love his
beautiful,
vehicle in
man.
TSR. I fucking love TSR. That as well. I meant to mention that earlier. In Heroes, Heroes and TSR, I think they look their best.
Yeah.
They look so good in TSR. They look really nice.
He's in Chronicles, Sonic
Yeah.
Chronicles.
Oh, I love how
actually
he's in-
quite a
how he's
cool
in
role
Chronic.
in that.
Yeah.
but
optional character. It's fantastic.
He has the most story presence in this game. He's so good.
Ops on linebacker Omega.
Linebacker. That's
Such it.
rubbish.
Oh, you know what I've just seen?
What?
Oh yeah, a picture from the end cutscene when they've picked up Metal Sonic, and they're looking at each other like,
unreal.
What does this mean?
So interesting. Nothing ever comes of it that we know of. But
it's also great when he attacks Mephiles.
Oh yes,
and he tries to shoot him
on the beach. Pot shots of him, yeah.
It's great.
Yeah. He's so good.
Yeah, I love Omega. Outstanding.
The last thing which we haven't discussed is it does not need a lot is the special stages. Yeah. So
the concept is good and they look great, but they play pretty horrifically.
Yeah. Also, one of them is way harder than the others.
Yeah,
I think it's the third one that's fucking hard.
Yeah.
Yeah, because it's the one I would always try and get in Bingo Highway, which would be a fucking pain because of that end section.
Yes, I know. It's a nightmare.
It's really hard. You kind of the only way to do it is to be SBA, because if you try, it's annoying actually. If you try and do any of the special stages past the third one as Team Rose, you cannot do it.
No, you can't.
She's too slow.
Not SBO, just SBO Sonic or Shadow. Yeah.
Yeah, but it's easy if you do Chaotix because the level's shorter and you don't see that stupid section at the end. The Bingo Highway.
Sorry, Bingo. You mean yes.
Shout out to the chair balloon. Fucking cool.
I love the chair balloon.
That you only see in if you do one of the odd numbers.
And you do the bonus challenge, which is the first level of odd numbers of the thing.
They're fine. I think they're okay. Like it's one of the. I'd rank it as fine as a special stage. I like how it looks.
But it's great.
It's predictably annoying.
Yeah. Like just of course it would be. Yeah. No.
Any.
Hang on. I have two things to mention. Okay. One first, just to cut back to Metal Overlord, for a personal favorite of mine is the song This. That's one of the best Crush 40 ones they've ever done, and it's just fucking awesome.
Yeah, agreed.
Kick ass.
It's amazing.
And
the song is worth shouting out. It's fucking good.
Yes, the special stage Emerald Challenge is a great song. What's even better is the extended version.
Wow.
Which I recently acquired. It's a like bonus thing from Junsonu, and just listen to this. I am playing it. It's got a quiet start.
Ooh. What's that? Wow. Oh my.
It's so good.
Wow, that's fucking good. That's so
that
good.
Opening is so strong.
It's like it really reminded me of something I can't play.
It's like a club mix.
Yeah, it's like. Wait, get to the bit when it goes down. It's so good. Fucking brilliant.
I think that's one of the best special stage songs actually that exist.
Yeah,
a lot of special stage songs are hideous. That one's really good.
Yeah, agreed.
That one.
I actually think it's if I was going to rank, because I actually most of the special stages in Sonic I hate. So if I was going to rank them, this would probably be quite high.
It's very unique. I like how it looks mostly. I like how it goes.
I'm
water,
fond of it.
Cloud, space. No, sorry. That's a real nice touch that I noticed when I was playing it again. Each one rises, so it starts underwater. The tubes start underwater, then they're in the sky, and they finish in space.
That's really cool.
It's really nice.
Yeah, and the emeralds look beautiful.
Emeralds look great. Yeah.
The mechanic as to how you get them, also fine. It's kind of classic, isn't it? Don't lose rings, don't mind that.
I don't enjoy that, but
it's a bit annoying.
It's just a bit too hard. It's just not.
It's hard work. Agreed. But then the game does allow you to quite easily go back.
It's laborious. Yes, it does, which is nice. You can select a level and do it.
I think it's the last time.
That they do special stages.
You do special stages.
Well, apart from Colors DS and Lost World 3DS, but those aren't mainstream. In mainstream ones,
mainstream. I'm only talking mainstream. Yeah.
Yes, I think it is.
I think that is the last special stage.
Apart from Mania, but
might be wrong.
So it's different.
Yeah, modern Sonic.
Yeah. I think it is.
Isn't
I
it
think it is.
I can actually only think of Sonic 3D Blast and Heroes, which have modern Sonic.
Yeah.
Or would you count 3D Blast as modern Sonic? It's kind of
No.
2D.
It's not modern Sonic.
Sorry,
no.
shut up.
It's 3D Sonic. Well, actually, it's 2.5D. But yeah. Yeah, no, don't think so.
So actually,
Weird.
in terms of the,
Interesting.
and which there seems to be only one, the modern Sonic special stages, it's a pretty good
Unless we've
outing.
Forgotten one, which we haven't. No, we haven't. Yeah, no, true. It is.
Do you have any closing thoughts before we wrap on
I'm looking at
this
my notes.
absolute king game?
It's a cracker. I've covered everything I want to say really. The only thing we haven't
We didn't mention the
mentioned.
fake metals.
no, which are an interesting
cool.
thing. Yeah, they're cool. I like them.
We
They're
also
good.
we didn't mention the super hard mode, but I mean it's I think that's good. I like the real. It makes the grind. Okay, I don't think it's that
fucking
good.
does it? No,
It- no,
it
it's
doesn't-
not
it
that
doesn't
good.
feel
But
well.
at least
But
there's
it's fucking cool.
something. At least
Yeah,
there's
at
an
least you get
award.
something.
Play it all again.
Again, that's one of the biggest issues of the game is how fucking repetitive it is.
Yeah.
I think that is
It
one
is,
of
it's
if not
greatest
the
flaw.
biggest issue with
It's
it.
its
is
greatest flaw.
that. I love the. I mean, this is just the last point I've seen that I haven't mentioned, which is just a nice point, and they should really pay attention to and take note of this. It really works how bright the characters are, and you can see them in the level, and they're a good
Vibrant.
size.
That's-
you can't
that's
lose
the-
them in the mess of
Yes.
for e.g. Frontier, Cyberspace, and Forces levels. You can't see any, especially in the 2D bits. They go. You can't fucking see them. Whereas Heroes, you can always you never lose sight of them. It's great.
Yeah. I completely agree. I would say the two words that sum this game up are vibrant and charming. Not charming, which I
Yes.
think are just such massive qualities as to why people love Sonic.
Yeah.
And I think they are actually missing in a lot of
Very
recent
pure,
outings.
it's a pure joy, a purely positive.
It is. If you look past some of the
Happy
gameplay
experience.
frustrations,
Yeah.
it's
What the game
fantastic.
wants to
And
do,
also,
yeah.
such a good range of characters.
Oh, please bring that back.
learn from
I
that.
know we've seen fucking Sonic Rumble, which looks a pretty shit.
Not interested.
But I don't really care about that kind of stuff. But they're bringing all the guys
Although
back,
that
but
is a
still.
sign that maybe they're catching on to it. I just think this franchise has such a fantastic array of lovable characters that people fucking love. Why wouldn't you do something like this, even if they're not playable? Just have them in.
Just chuck them in. It's always so exciting when they come back. I mean, look what happened with Fang.
Yeah.
People love Fang.
Yeah.
Shame
That-
it's so bad. But
Shame
still.
that fuck Superstar. But the Chaotic Detective Agency is the
The CDA.
prime example of how that is such a successful comeback for
Yes.
characters that appeared in quite a niche game before and people loved it.
Hang on. Please work.
Not the CDA. Not
Keep bringing Waterloos, get that guy out of here.
Monsters Inc. reference.
CDA, Chaotic Detective Agency,
I
great
found this on the
crossover.
weirdest website. No, not the CDA.
Waterloos
Fucking
X Vector. Who would
FBI
win,
Charlie
Waterloos or Vector?
Or Vector. Oh, that's tough.
Probably back
Vector would
Waterloos.
stomp him.
Not gonna lie.
No, but Vector can jump. He
That's
can get
true.
high, and he can do his whap
Yeah.
thing,
Team blast the
which would
guy, he's
probably
dead.
crush him.
That noise. He'd like You know who Waterloos would like? Fucking Charmy. He's a kid.
I have get at 1,000.
Pedo. I've killed 1,000 bees.
You bad man.
He
Bad
would.
man!
What the fuck?
Chucking that idiot.
Oh.
Yeah, I love this game. It's one of my favorite Sonic games. I know it's
Me
one
too.
of yours. I think it's absolutely class. Fuck anyone who says other. Well, no, not quite. But like, honestly, why would you hate this game?
It
I don't understand it.
exemplifies so much of what is good about Sonic.
I agree. It's
It's just a prime example for a lot of it.
It is. It holds a special place.
very pure. It's very
in my
pure.
love for Sonic. I think if you
Yeah.
were to like
Agreed.
sort of pinpoint the origins of it and why this game has is responsible for quite a lot of it. It was also timing's a factor as well, because it was one of the first Sonic games I played, as we talked about at the start.
Yeah, yes. Me too.
But yeah, love it. Absolutely love it. Can't say enough
agreed.
good shit about it. Even if I'm willing to knock it, it's still class.
Well, of course. They all can be criticised somewhere.
They can.
But yeah, now we rank.
So, do you want to lead this?
Let me get this up. Pause. Let me get out where it is. It is here. Yes, I will. And okay, it's open.
So just to explain this concept, what we're going to do at the end of each ep is rank each game after the discussion in terms of categories, and then as we go through each game, compare where they sit on a big table. So what are the categories?
The categories are great. It's open. Okay, so it is out of 60, the total, and so that's 10 for each. The categories are concept, gameplay, entertainment, locations, soundtrack, and art style. And each one is out of 10.
All right, let's go. So we'll do a joint score, won't we? Or will we both?
Yeah, we will agree on.
We'll agree on a
score.
number. All right.
Yeah.
Cool. Right. Let's go.
So the concept heroes. What will we give it?
Concept being, just to define it,
Story,
overall. Yeah.
What it sets out to do, how it sits, sort of it just as a game, what it is and what it achieves. I'd say it does it very well.
I think it does it very for what it is.
The team mechanic is fantastic and is a nice embodiment of Sonic's like values, which is nice. It's a good message to the younger players.
Yes.
Of the game.
Teamwork.
The superpower of teamwork. And I think it's executed very well. But it's a good story, good idea. Yeah, but a very confident execution of what it is.
Agreed.
So I would say 8 or 9.
It doesn't really have a comparative.
No, it doesn't. It's very standard.
It does sort of sit in the same.
I'd
8. I'd give it 8.
You say 8.
I think because it is flawed. It does have some issues in gameplay and mechanics.
Fair.
I think 8.
Fair.
I think it's an 8, mate.
Fine.
Don't contest it.
8. Okay.
Yeah.
8 then.
Perfect as always.
Well, not quite, but yeah, gameplay. I would say
I really enjoy the gameplay. I think it is really. It is the points we discussed. We captured the repetition, the fact that you don't sustain any kind of power. You have to redo it every single level, so you don't feel like the characters have.
The repetition is a big hit on the gameplay.
The repetition is brutal.
Actually, playing it is good though. I think they play well. They can be a little hectic and hard to control sometimes. If you land as a speed character, he often fucking shoots off the edge.
Yeah, and actually, fly type is I don't.
It's just weird.
It's not that fun.
No.
And also, if you attack as power, he goes nuts.
Yeah, which can work, but can also just really not.
I'd say, honestly, gameplay is probably quite low.
I'd say a 7.
No, I'd say 6.
Mate, no.
I'd say 6.
Yeah, but because of how much you get from actually playing the levels, I would raise it above that.
Yeah, but gameplay, that's environments. Gameplay is more
still
how the characters control. I think it's a 6.
I suppose.
I think it's a 6.
And the setup is fair as well. Fine.
6.
Yeah.
Cool.
Worthless consumer models.
Entertainment value.
Oh, this is tricky because the repetition is the hit there.
Yeah, it's a lot.
What did we give concept again? 8.
Yeah,
that's fair for the
6
story
for
and
gameplay.
setup,
Entertainment. I don't know. As you said, it's
7.
really fun, and I can play it a lot.
7.
7? You think so?
Yeah, I think 7 for the. It would be higher, but the fact that you do the same thing basically 4 times.
Yeah, and you sort of, I don't know. Yeah, I mean, you sort of get numb to it as you do it so much. Yes, no, it isn't good. 7. Yeah, 7.
Mm-hmm.
True. Okay, locations. Oh, very, very high.
Oh wow!
For this. I
is
think
it a 10?
So I don't know if it's a 10, but. I mean, they're all so iconic and they're all great. They are all very strong.
And you get, as I said, it's the no, mate. I'm pushing 10.
I think a 10. Yeah, I think a 10 is fair.
Fucking love the locations.
They're all strong,
and they're so
unique.
none are similar.
No, and none are boring as well. They're all just
10.
No, 10. Great variety.
Agreed.
As we said, the classic thing. It's good.
10.
Yeah. Soundtrack. I'm very high on the soundtrack. I've been even higher having done
It's
this.
funny. I
think
have a weird thing with the Hero soundtrack because whenever I think about it,
It's
I think,
harder
oh
to
yeah,
listen
there
to,
are
but
some.
it's actually fucking
there are
great.
some quite aggressive tracks in there that aren't. I don't want to listen to just ambiently, but then when applied to the game, they are kind of brilliant.
If we go through them, there's the vocal tracks, which are I adore this machine, and I think Team Celtics is great.
Yeah.
We Can is kind of shit, and Follow Me is a bit shit as well. The main theme is fantastic. The Sonic Heroes main theme. I love the admin stuff. Level Select theme is iconic. This is fucking great. Very good. That
Agreed.
very iconic.
Yeah.
Level ones, they're all good. Seaside Hills iconic.
No, they are. I mean,
good.
you've made me realise just how fucking good it is.
They're all very strong, and they complement the levels very well.
It's a 9 or 10 for me, but I don't know which one.
I agree. Bosses are good. I'm just going through it. Special stage is good. Multiplayer stuff is okay for songs there, and then the events are good, and that is worth rewarding it because it's rare that you get good event tracks. Well, nowadays, before it was almost a guarantee. Not a 10. I'd say a 9.
Let's go 9. I agree.
It's close to a 10.
It's close, but it's a 9. Yeah, 9 feels right.
And finally, art style. I might have to say 10. I just think it's fucking gorgeous. I love the design of everything. Levels look good. Every character, every enemy.
I have a I admit it might not be the most refined, but I
it.
have a real soft spot for this art style.
Yeah, me too. Graphically, it's like I've said across the entire. I just think so much of this game is beautiful.
Yeah, agreed. 10 it, mate.
Nice 10. It's a 10. Which lands us at a very confident and I think very right score of 50 out of 60.
Yeah, perfect.
Which is good.
That feels good. Love it.
Good.
Nice. Be interesting to see how things compare.
Mm-hmm.
Are we wrapping on Heroes then?
I think that's it. I mean, unless you have something more
I
to
am
say.
attacked, as they say. I'm done. I've said it all.
Yeah.
I can't. I'll just start repeating myself if I keep going. So
yeah,
I think we're good.
Yeah.
Nice. So the next game that we will be covering, we have decided, is Sonic the Hedgehog 2 8-bit.
Oh yeah, great.
Which is a great game and quite a jump from as
God.
a big,
so much of that.
big jump from Heroes back to 1992.
Yeah, early days, very early days.
So looking forward to talking about that.
Yeah, that'd be great.
Nice. All right. I will leave you with this killer quote.
How appropriate to have a robot overlord rule a robot kingdom.
Thanks Neo Metal for that.
Thank you, Neo Metal Sonic.